Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. So Doug says he can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Let
You got to
me
turn that volume up.
know. I can hear
Not you.
you. I can hear me. I can hear me, and I'm transmitting. Gma, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Doug, it's
I
got to be
can
you.
barely hear him.
It's got to be you,
Can you
Doug.
hear me?
I can hear
Oh yeah,
you.
loud.
It's always you, Doug.
You're loud.
I am?
No,
What else is
you're
fucking
always
new?
loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're still in our 5 minute range.
Everybody can hear me but Doug.
Oh yeah,
So,
we gotta watch words.
well, all right. Hey,
I
happy
know.
Friday, everybody. Welcome to the show. Tonight, it's Friday. I'd like
It
to start this
is.
show by saying 36 years ago today, I was sitting in boot camp not knowing what the hell I just stepped into. 35 years ago, I was going to general quarters for what I thought was about the thousandth time during the cruise. Thought it was a normal night, sitting back, getting ready to secure from general quarters and go back and maybe go by the mess decks and grab some mid-rats and some pie and maybe some milk and go back to bed. When all of a sudden we started launching missiles. So 35 years ago today, Desert Shield turned into Desert Storm, and I was on the USS San Jacinto and fired the first Tomahawk missiles of the Gulf War. As a young, spry, 20-year-old child. So tonight, everybody remember all the guys around the world who are part of our armed forces and out there not knowing what the hell they've gotten themselves into. And say a prayer for them because they're going to need it. With that, hey, Doug.
Hey, Doug.
I can barely hear you.
Everybody else can hear me fine, Doug. I think it's you. Well, Gmail obviously is very loud every time. Yeah, I got my mic all the way up. I am transmitting. I think
I
it's
turned mine down.
yeah.
I might have to log out and log back in. Let me try that.
We'll try that.
Yeah.
We'll
Uh,
try that.
I have
All
the
right.
wrong pair of glasses for this.
So let's see who else is in the chat tonight. Let's see. We have Serenity Kitty. Welcome in, Serenity Kitty. Journey of Jerry. Um, my girl, the Pale
Better.
Rider, the Backseat Girl. Adventures of Key
Um,
Fob. Welcome in.
Thank
John
you, Bob.
Weiss, Yama Roller.
Oh, hey.
So yeah, we got a pretty full house tonight. We're working on it anyway. So welcome in, everybody. I did put my link. I'm still trying to sell shirts. I am panhandling like a mofo. So step in, grab a T-shirt. I'm trying to make some money for this channel where I don't have to pimp so hard and do only feet. So if you can step up there, grab a T-shirt, grab my coffee mug. I just got a coffee mug from Red Rider's shop, and I got one from her and one from her father. Her father puts cartoons on his coffee mugs. So you
He's a
have
really nice guy. I like him.
he's a pretty neat dude. Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
artist, but so if you don't
I'm
know, so
looking
he
forward to meeting him
yeah,
this
he
summer.
puts cartoons on the coffee mugs, and they're very funny. So check those out. All right, so you can hear me fine now. See, I told you it was you.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Like
all
I
you.
said in the chat, if this ever
Yeah, now
happens,
the problem is just to get you to stop.
if it ever happens again, it's my fault. Just blame me. I'll do it. I don't care.
All right, so who else got in the chat tonight? What other vets we got? Doug, you're a vet. Journey of Jerry, you're a vet. Key Fob's a vet. I guess
My family were all in. But
Juma kind of
yeah.
counts as a vet. She's taken enough battle scars, so I think she counts.
I do. I worked at a psychiatric hospital for 25 years. That should count for something.
Yeah, they should just give automatic mental disability for working there for 10.
I know, right?
Because after
Yeah.
10 years, there's something wrong with you.
I
Big
know.
Dan, welcome in.
People
Keith
used to say
Huntsman,
that all
welcome
the
in.
time. They were always like, well, why do you stay? I'm like, well, after 5 years working in a mental health profession, the other people in the real world, they don't want you to come work for them. They're like, you have no skills left medically, which wasn't true.
It's, It's like after service, you're just not right for a while.
I've never been right. Let's face it. I know.
Susie, my
I
sister
knew
is
you were
in.
thinking that.
Welcome in, my sister Susie.
Hey, Keith.
My sister Susie. That just sounds like a poem, but she's actually my sister.
Really?
Yep, she's my real sister, and boy, do we have stories about each other that I promise we won't tell on air. Anyway,
Older sister or younger sister?
she's an older sister, but she's about a foot and a half shorter than me. So,
So she used to beat you up then.
oh no, she's the only one that loved me, love her to death.
Dang it.
She give me rations of shit. That is no secret, but no, she actually treated me pretty good. So when I got out of the Navy the first time, I actually looked at joining some fire departments, and
Oh, she told you
a
to
lot of them.
shut up, Mike.
I haven't told the secrets yet. No, first time I got out of the Navy, I tried to
We
go
all know what's going to happen.
tried to join a fire department, and they told me no because they have to unteach you how to run into a burning building. Because on a ship, the building isn't made of steel and won't stand up to a lot of stress. So, yeah,
That makes sense.
real buildings fall down on you when you run inside them. Yeah, well, if Susie's going to be mean to me, I'll tell her the story about when I was 12, and she took me to the bowling alley. If she doesn't tell me she loves me soon, I'll tell the rest of the story. And I'll tell her a story that all her friends remember and she doesn't. So that way I can say anything I want to.
Oh.
Oh, jeez, how many of those stories are there?
Oh, a lot. Oh, a lot. She was,
See, that's
was.
where I have the advantage on you guys because all my family is pretty much dead. So
Yeah.
Mikey on Mikey, welcome in. All
ain't
right.
nobody going to tell you anything.
All
Hey,
right.
Mikey. Hello.
So we'll swing into, they are not all lies. A lot of them are true.
I outlived them all.
All right, so we'll go ahead and swing with tonight's topic. So any of you guys have been watching either Nata on the road or on her bike or even Itchy Boots, they're often nice places, riding where there's no snow, it's kind of warm, going to hot springs, hanging out. And so where we are, well, I guess where Doug is, he can, but it ain't that way here. It was cold and rainy again this week. So we're going to talk about places we would rather be besides here. So we're going to pick somewhere not in the States, somewhere out where we'd like to ride to. And we're going to talk about why. So you two never read the
Okay.
Cliff Notes, so you don't get to prepare.
That is true. I never peek ahead. I never know what the hell we're going to talk about.
She comes in just to spend some time talking while she does her books. We know
Pretty much, yeah.
why you're here.
I just
Yeah.
use it as an excuse to drink and smoke extra much.
Oh yeah, I found a bottle of rum in my garage.
Where was that from? And would you go there on a motorcycle?
In my saddlebag, and you know I would and did. That's why it's only got that much left in it. I think actually it might even be part of the same bottle we had in Birmingham, Mike.
That was a small bottle. I thought we killed most of that off.
Well, there's only this much in the bottom because I was still working on it on the way home.
We didn't try hard
You know,
enough.
because no, we did not.
Well, we were kind
Yeah.
of walking around that museum all day did kind of tire us out. It didn't take much to put me in a happy mood and make me sleepy. I think we did a broadcast that night. I think we did a live stream, and I was ready for bed after that. I don't even think I left a
Yes,
whole
you
cheese
were.
tray. I left a cheese tray and a meat tray in the refrigerator and totally forgot about it. And that key lime pie.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch the key lime pie. Well, damn it. Mile Bill, welcome in. So Jerry says he would like to go to Mexico. What part of Mexico? I always wanted to go to the Copper Canyon because I've seen it on TV and I've seen a lot of bikers go to Copper Canyon on videos. One of the
I've been
there's
to the Baja part of Mexico.
I think that's where it is. It's in Baja California because first person I saw ride there was Jesse James. Jesse James rode there with Kid Rock. And the next person I saw, there was a motorcycle rally called the El Diablo, and it's a biker rodeo, and you got to ride through miles and miles of desert to get there, and then there's a freaking party, and then they leave before the federales show up. So
Oh yeah, I
that
remember seeing
seemed
that.
like fun, but it seems like you could also get arrested. So getting arrested in Mexico, as I hear, is not a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
It means you didn't have $100 in your pocket.
Here's some Navy trivia for you. Speaking about rum, did you know from 1680 until 1970, American sailors, and they got this from the Brits, were entitled to what was called a tot.
Yep.
Once a day, you got 2.5 ounces of rum or whiskey, whichever one you were carrying, and that was your ration. It was called the tot. Sometimes the tot was doled out in what they called grog. They would pour rum or whiskey into barrels of water to keep the water from going stagnant, and instead of getting a tot, you would get a mug of water that was had rum or whiskey in it, and that's where grog comes from. Now, if you were an officer, you were still entitled to straight whiskey or rum, which was called taking it neat. So that's where the term neat comes from, is officers didn't water theirs down, they drank it straight. Now you know. And that's why I joined the Navy, because I thought they still had a tot.
Well, that the Navy hymn still has a verse about drinking in it. So
Drink to the foam. drink to the grog. Yep. Jerry says Copper Canyon is to the east of the Sea of Cortez. That doesn't mean shit to me, but I'll look it up. So which side is it? Is it in the Baja? I'm pretty sure it is.
Mild Bill says, yes, sir. That's what turned him on to wanting to ride to Mexico. Probably Copper Canyon. Or
Yeah.
the fact you can get out of jail cheap there, Bill.
Yeah. Maybe both.
A butt ton is 136 gallons. I did not know that. Thank you, Jerry.
I thought that had an entirely different meaning.
Well, I mean, I've heard of a shit ton. I've heard of a crap ton for the cleaner version. But yeah, never heard of a butt ton.
I was pretty sure a butt ton, or a shit ton is actually just like a ton of shit. You would think.
You would think.
You would think. Rum is not for breakfast anymore.
I'm in deep thought.
I'm a big fan of rum at any time of the day. It all depends on what my spot in life is at the moment.
Well, rum is a good breakfast drink. It goes good in orange juice, so why not?
Yeah.
Bring back the old traditions. That's what I say. All right, so Jerry says on the
I
other
went out for a
side.
ride today.
Where'd you ride to?
Well, I just been out and wandered around, and I ran into Paco Pete. He was working at the shop today, so I wanted to go out and see him because I haven't seen him since since Forgotten Angels that one October. So I wanted to go check up on him, and then I went out and kind of wandered along the Puyallup Valley and took a couple roads I hadn't taken before. So, and of course, I shot video of it.
I am.
Oh, I did not know that, Serenity Kitty. One large size of barrel is called a butt, 126 gallons.
I think my. For some reason, my chat keeps going to top chat, so I'm missing all of the chat from other people. There we go.
Oh, well, you have to,
There
apparently
we
you
go.
have to reset that every time.
Well, I am learning slowly. I'm slow at this electronic YouTube thing. Apparently,
Well,
everybody else is.
I am also, but Sick Bastard pointed that out to me a while back because I think it was like my second live stream I was doing, and I couldn't see anything. And he was kind of yelling at me in the comments. Bless his heart.
He did that last time. He kept saying people couldn't see what he was saying, and I was like, I see what you're saying. I said hello. Maybe he didn't have his turned on. Maybe that's why he didn't see me saying hello.
Could be. Hard to say.
All right. So let's see. Of all the places I'd like to go now, obviously warmer. South America would probably not be one of them. In Central America, absolutely not. I'd like to go riding in India. So all these people that I see riding in India seem like it's a pretty cool place.
Really?
Yep. I just saw Tomboy a bit, went to the Himalayas. And it wasn't really cool there, or it wasn't cold, but it was very windy and oxygen low. But it does seem like it'd be a cool place to ride. And they're on these old Himalayas that are like have like 30 horsepower, and they're just tearing through these roads at full speed. It kind of seems pretty cool. So I think that's where I'd want to go. Or where was it that Hershey Wheels went and rode BMWs somewhere down in this? Yeah, well, that was on an island somewhere in the Caribbean.
I hate to confess that I don't always watch her because a lot of her stuff comes up as clickbait.
I can't remember where she went. BMW paid for her to go somewhere. Was it Costa Rica? She went to Costa Rica
That's cool.
and rode through rainforests. And it rained most of the time. Go figure. That's why maybe it'd be cool for me to go.
Well, if I was going to go someplace else that's not in the States and ride, I think I would want to go to the south of France. And from there, yes, Doug, tell Terry I said hi. And I'd probably want to go down towards Morocco and that area there. I mean, political stuff and personal safety and all that kind of stuff, totally aside on any of this, there are a lot of places I'd like to go ride. If I wasn't worried about the language barriers, I would go to Europe, get a bike, and just go. It wouldn't have to be any warmer because I know how to ride in wet weather. But yeah, that would be cool as hell. Oh, we're drinking beer tonight, are we, Doug?
Yes, we are. Wow.
Why? Are we all out of the other stuff?
Wow. No, there's plenty of that.
Wow.
I didn't want to be drinking today during the show.
What?
Yeah, beer's not drinking. Remember,
Okay.
We're the wrong generation to be saying that's drinking. Okay.
I know, right? Yeah.
Beer's what you drink when you don't want to be drinking.
Yeah.
I thought that was Miller Ultra or Michelob Ultra you drank when you didn't want to be drinking, but you wanted to make it look like you were.
I switched my dad to because he imbibes quite a bit, and it was getting expensive with him falling down. so yeah, you had to switch him to Michelob Ultra, which is not. He's just gonna get full on that. I don't know. Where would I go? Jeez. I'm in Arizona. It's the perfect riding place. I think that if I were to go anywhere right now, I don't think I'd be leaving the States right now. I probably would go do that Valley of Fire there, just east of Las Vegas. Maybe take a ride.
It's
through that
beautiful.
area. Yeah, I think I'd like to do that if I were going to go. Probably won't, but it's coming. Those days are coming. So right now it's just perfect to ride here. I mean, it just doesn't get any better. It's 72 degrees.
I say things like that. So like, I'm in Mississippi, so if I go east 4 hours, I'm in mountains of Tennessee. If I go south, I'm in the forest. If I go north, I'm in rolling plains. If I go west, I'm back in mountains and hills again. So I say like I'm in the perfect spot, but then I go find myself riding like, in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky, or I go riding in California, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. This is great. So it's kind of cool to see new stuff every once in a while because you think you've seen it all until you see something you've never seen, and then it's like, okay, lesson learned. There's shit out there that I have not seen.
Oh yeah.
So you can always see shit. I mean,
we're all guilty of that. There's so much to do and see around where we live, and then people come here to visit. They go, "Oh my God, look at those cactus!" And yeah, that's a saguaro cactus.
Yeah, that's a cactus.
There's thousands of them. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh look, the mountains and rocks. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's what people would go, oh my gosh, I'd love to see the trees turning. Well, I grew up in East Texas, which literally they call it the big thicket because there's giant ass trees that reach the sky, and you get a perfect what now I understand is a perfect autumn every year and a perfect spring. Back then it was just it's getting hotter, now it's getting colder. Because you get kind of you get immune to it. You get kind of callous to it until you leave it. You know, I remember telling somebody that was from I think they were from Ohio, maybe New York, and I was like, yeah, pine trees, yeah, they don't turn colors, they stay green. They're like, no, all trees turn colors in the winter, and I'm like, no, they don't.
No, no.
Pine trees. Well, where I was
Not
anyway.
here.
Yeah, I was right on the Gulf of Mexico. It was like, yeah, pine trees. Yeah, they never turn any other color unless they're dying. If a pine tree starts turning brown, it means it's dead. It means you've cut it up,
Yeah.
cut off all the limbs, and you're making firewood out of it. And they didn't believe me. They were like, no, no, all trees. You don't understand. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, after this last week, I've had enough of the mountains for a little while. I'll probably take a break.
Why?
I've spent,
For
I
what
bet.
reason?
I spent the week up at Pinal Peak, which is about 2.5, 3 hours east of where I live here, and for work. And yeah, the snow, the ice, it's cold. The trees are snapping from the ice and dropping all over the place. I had one that was big
That's a weird
aspen
noise, isn't
across the
it?
road and ended up having to call the Forest Service in to cut it down. Had another one snap in front of me on the way down, had to have them come back, cut it up. So, and there's only one road in, one road out. So, you gotta sit there and contemplate life while you're there, you know? So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back up there on Wednesday, but yeah, every day for 14-hour shifts. Yeah, now I'm good now. I'm good for a little
Yeah.
while.
Lucky you.
I'm gonna stay in the flat desert for a while. You know? Yeah, for sure.
So Jerry said he'd like to go to India to ride if he could ride an Indian bike. Well, big surprise. That's what you ride when you're there. The Himalayas. So Royal Enfields. Was originally made in Britain in like maybe the 20s, and then during World War II, when the Britons kind of moved into India, they brought it was the easiest bike I guess to make, and they were small, so they moved basically all the production into India. And for 80 years, it was made in India. So it is an actually Indian bike, and I think they made the same cases from like 1930 to 1990. The Bullet was the exact same engine. They never changed the cases. If the cases got warped or they started wearing, they'd carve new cases and make the exact same engine. So that exact same engine pushed Royal Enfield for about 80 years, and then they come up with all this new line, and I'm sure it's because Royal Enfield got sold to somebody or something, but yeah, it's a bulletproof engine. So, but that's pretty much what you're still riding is the Royal Enfield, little tractor made for hauling some dude, his wife, and 15 kids and some chickens.
I took one on a test ride one day, um, just for shits and giggles, and it was a lot taller than I thought it would have been. So that was kind of disconcerting, but it was also being a one-cylinder engine, mm, a lot less than I'm used to in a lot of ways. So kind of took it out of the running for my current purposes. But if I was out in the middle of nowhere, India, I think it might be a great plan.
Well, by the time you get the wife, your 15 kids on it, it does squash down to a normal height. So I think that
Yeah,
has a
well,
lot to do with it.
thank God I don't have a wife and 15 kids to haul around.
Lucky you.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
This is America. Our kids are bigger. Okay, we don't
Yeah,
need 15.
I could throw one of them on and smush down the shocks just fine. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Yep. 2 Americans weigh as much as 15 Indian kids, so it makes it up.
My granddaughter loves it when I take her to practice on the bikes.
There's nothing. There's just nothing better than
Nah,
Oh, hey, you like my shirt?
hang on. Can't see it.
that. That's
Ah,
from what 3 or 4 years ago. When did they say they were going to try
I
and
think
do
it was
that?
like 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
Best thing ever. I was like, please, somebody do it. Please, somebody do it. This is going to be so awesome. I'm going to love
yeah.
this.
if I'm not at work, I'm avoiding the airports. I don't like to fly. Unless it's private.
Well,
Fly
I'm
private. That's it.
I'm flying over to Forgotten Angels in March. So, as much as I don't like flying, I will be doing it.
Well, somebody will loan you a
And then
bike.
in October, I'll ride over.
So here's a funny story. Speaking of, and I'm not going to say the word, but some dude posted on my local motorcycle Facebook page, looking for somebody that really rides, not one of these fakesters. I just want to take off and ride and don't have a destination. I don't need no damn GPS. And I commented, "Oh, sounds like a pie run." And he's like, "Where are we going?"
Yeah.
I said, "We're just going to ride till we find pie." Well, I need to know where we're going. I don't want to be out too long. Okay, never mind. You stuck your
Yeah,
own foot
you
up your
can't
own
play.
ass there. No, you can't play with
Yep.
me. Because
Yeah.
I'm that guy, and I love telling the story. Because my favorite story with me and Diana, we took off for a 2 or 3 day trip and ended up staying for 7 days. Because it's like, well, there was road. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, we had somebody to watch the kids and the cats and shit. So it was all actually kids watch themselves at that age. But yeah, once he's like, well, where are we
Yeah.
going? Well, I can't be gone too long. And I'm like, I have
Well,
left
you
before.
started this.
Yeah, I have left before just to warm the bike up because I hadn't ran it in a while, and before I knew it, I was down around Grenada needing more gas. So yeah, it's that shit happens. Or I'm calling Diana, hey, I'm on the way home. She goes, you've been gone for 4 hours. And I go, really? It didn't seem that long. Oh, I guess I did put gas in the bike a couple times. Okay, well, I'm on the way back. It's just too fun. And there's pie. And there's ice cream. Has anyone rode through the redwoods? No, but I want to. Someone did hurt my feelings the other day and told me that you can't ride through the trees anymore. So
Me.
Yeah, you can.
Gmon, I have.
yeah, somebody told me you couldn't ride through the trees anymore because it was dangerous.
If they're not looking, you can ride wherever you
Huh.
La La Stromboli, welcome in. Yeah, I haven't seen again.
Yeah, you still can.
Well, it's probably because some dumbass. When you used to see the pictures from the 50s and 60s, they're riding these cars through there that were maybe like 6 feet wide. Now you got some dumbass wanting to ride his F-350 through there. So yeah, I
There are
can.
still cars. There are still trees up there that you can ride through. Of course, you have to pay to do so. But yeah, cars don't get to go through most of them anymore.
Do they have the
But
little
no, you can
NASCAR
still ride
molds?
through.
Do they have the little NASCAR molds that you have to fit through to be able to ride?
I don't know. I didn't look for NASCAR molds.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you didn't know, so NASCAR has molds that the car actually has to fit through to be able to be track eligible. To make sure you're not doing weird things to the car or trying to make a weird aerodynamic fix to the car. You must be this short to ride this ride. My favorite pie, key lime pie.
Favorite pie, the one in front of me.
I like key lime, I like French silk, and I like lemon meringue. I like apple. I like pecan. I like ice cream
Yeah.
pie.
I'm a big fan of pie.
Only pie I don't like is blackberry. I even like mincemeat pie.
Yeah, it's good in its own way.
I had a cherry pie one time, and the cherries had pits in them, and that was no fun.
No. Some things do need to come with a warning label.
Never eat a pie in Britain. You might get anything shoved in a crust.
Yeah.
Label on a pie. That's
Just saying.
Oh,
No.
I did have a lingonberry pie in
I
Sweden,
worked
and
with
that was the
Filipinos.
shit.
They would cook some weird shit, man.
Filipinos can make anything out of anything.
Most,
Oh, yeah.
Mostly rice.
Anything. It
Yeah.
might not taste
You
that
have
great, but
some.
you can cook
You
anything.
have some pudding. I'm like, pudding? What do you mean pudding? It looks chocolate pudding, but it doesn't look like any chocolate pudding I've seen. Thank you.
Huh.
Well, that's because it's not chocolate pudding. It's blood. Yeah.
Huh.
No. Oh no. I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
what do the Brits call it? Black pudding, blood sausage.
Yeah.
That's not a nickname. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The things you do when you're poor and trying to stay away from the Germans.
Yeah, I don't want to ride through
Yep.
there.
I know. I don't want to eat their shit. Cherry, rhubarb, and
Peach.
yep,
Peach is okay.
yep.
So when I was our fob in Kuwait, they had probably 15 miles from the base. They had a mango farm, and everything was mango. Tons of mango. I never had mango before I got there, and by the time I left, it was mango pie, mango cake, mango ice cream. Everything was mango. And I thought by the time I got home, I would hate mango. I did not. I love mango still. What's up, Blondie? How you feeling? Your camera's crooked and it's making my head crooked. Is it just me? It's not you, it's me.
It's like,
I'm
turn this
pointed
way.
sideways now just to fuck with them.
Just rotate the whole thing.
Hello.
We'll all be doing this.
Hey guys.
Hey girl.
Yeah.
You got a lot of topics
Let's
to
take
catch up
turns.
on.
Hey.
We're talking about where we want to ride.
Pick
We
one.
talked about snow. We talked about pie. You got lots of stuff to catch on. So just start talking and we'll tell you when to stop. Ready, go.
Julian, California, best pie destination.
Yes, for apple pies. Thank you.
Yes. Any kind of pie. Julian.
We're at in California. I'm sorry. Say
It's in
again.
SoCal. It is in SoCal. It is east of San Diego and up in the mountains.
Yep.
In between the ocean and the desert.
Yep. And if you go there,
What's
you
the
got to
name
go
of the
down
place
the hill
again?
too. You're going to have to
Julian.
hit Santa Isabel, which is just
Thank you.
down the hill from it towards the west, and stop at Dudley's Bakery for everything.
Yep. Uh-huh.
So then that's probably somewhere around where the Hearst Castle is, huh?
No.
Oh, well, see. Oh,
No,
well.
Hearst Castle
I still
is
want to
right
go
on
there
the
anyway.
ocean,
Yeah.
a little north of San Luis Obispo. So south of San
Right.
Francisco, north of San Luis Obispo.
Oh, okay. I want to go to the Hearst Castle and back to the Winchester Mansion again because that was cool as shit.
You know, Winchester
haven't been
Mansion was pretty
in.
awesome. They talked
You
about
gotta
how it's so
go.
mysterious
So
and
cool.
everything, and
Yeah.
there's these doors that go to nowhere. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, what you had an old lady that had a lot of money and a handyman that needed work. So she just kept
Yep.
adding on to her house.
Yeah.
Okay?
But
And there were future
when we
plans.
went there, we did this after hours tour thing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so, for, of course, extra money, you got to go see the weird ass corners and the stuff they squirreled away. And they just left it sit there with all the dust and everything on it. And then somebody must have realized they weren't going to make their payroll or something. So they're like, hey, let's throw another tour out here. And it's limited time only thing. So we got in on that one also. It was pretty interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that
going back.
Julian, Santa Isabel, that whole area, Lake Henshaw, that area that you were talking about earlier for the apple pies. That's kind of my old stomping grounds. Had a great uncle that had a log cabin up at Lake Henshaw, and that's where we did a lot of horse riding, that whole area. So
Oh, that's cool.
good times when I was a kid.
Isn't hold on, Josie's Hideout is
Yeah.
up there.
I think it's on what is it, Center Loop? It's one of the 3 loops. So that the first loop that you come to, if you go around that one, the last driveway was my grave. And then the next
I
one
thought you
over
said,
was the car.
thought you said Center Lube.
Yeah, Center Loop.
Okay. Sure.
For real. She doesn't believe me. I don't know.
Okay.
Standard lube.
Okay.
So many jokes around that. But anyway, I was gonna comment on Jerry's hair pie reference, but now I'm just, you know what? This is what I get for having a phone. This is what I get for meeting people.
That was a funny scene in the movie, Jerry. Yes.
Yeah, Josie's is up there. That's around Lake Henshaw, right there on the west side of the lake. So,
Yeah, it's
We went
it's a
to
rocking
some
place.
place. Yeah, we went someplace up there by the redwoods, and their big shtick was they had this great big pinup girl out front on their light up sign, and their deal was they had homemade pies, like homemade pies.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah, you know I bought the sticker.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it was cute.
That could be a joke about
They
the
were out
chicken
of the
ranch,
t-shirts.
but
I was pretty bummed.
that's where the girls from the chicken ranch go when they get too old to field. They make pies.
Not touching
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I just had to take the annual safety and harassment training, and I kind of realized that they wrote all those rules for me. So yeah, smile and nod a lot more.
Jeez. You know what? You know the trainings for you when they show your picture under the title,
Yeah,
Don't do this. Yeah, okay.
and you know the HR rep by first name when she's like, "Yeah, Lane, what's up?"
Yeah, I had that a lot.
That reminds me of the joke about it. I told the joke so good HR wants to hear it. Okay, so this place up by Willow Springs that I kept talking about had the little shopping and stuff, had like a little roadside shops and restaurants and little things. It's called Rosamond. Not Rosamond, Rosamond.
Uh-huh.
So if we ever go there, we're going to Rosamond. The other biker girl, not just a biker girl, sends her regards, says she has something else she had to do this weekend. Very sorry, cry face. I'll be there next week. But of course, that's what she said last week too, so. I'll give her a pass. Why not?
Not me. I'm holding her to it. She better show some production for doing something else.
She said,
I always get to hang with the cool kids.
HR is going to be contacting her. All right.
you're in trouble now.
Yeah.
Give her unexcused absence. You got to talk to HR. You pointed out.
Yeah.
That's 2 days. One more, she's going to need a doctor's note.
Well, I know what it's like to make promises when your friends are crying, and you make promises you'll do things for them, and then they call you and go, "Where are you? You said you'd be here today," and I was like, "I didn't know you really meant it." I had that happen to me last weekend. Somebody called me and was, hard luck. We needed help, and I was like, "Yeah, no problem, no problem." She called me last night and said, "Where are you?" Oh, you meant tonight. Oh, hey. I was just gonna play that off so you forgot about it, but yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. So I had to go help somebody move a refrigerator today. And when I got there, it was full of meat, and no shitting, probably had about 150 pounds of meat in it, frozen. And I'm like, "Hey, you gonna empty this?" She's like, "No, it'll go like this. Just move it outside." We get it through the door. The doors pop open and dump about 40 pounds of meat out on the sidewalk. Like, maybe we should get the rest of this shit out of here.
It wasn't defrosted, been sitting there 3 weeks type of meat.
Well, the thing is, all the meat is in it. We just moved it out to the garage. So
Wow.
I was like, "All right, well, should we dump this off?" "Oh, we'll get it later." Okay. You know what? It's in somebody else's garage now. It's not my problem. I hope she gets it.
Yep.
Anyway, that's a story on its own. So just a biker girl. All right. So we were talking about places where it's warmer now that we've seen on videos that other people are riding that we would like to go to. So where would you like to go?
yeah, just about anywhere.
It's perfectly valid to say you want to come see me, by the way.
That's not much of a difference in weather, though.
But I
Okay to come
do
here.
kind of want to go south.
Yeah, me too.
She said Mississippi. Hey, well, I
I'll
guess
pick you
Doug's
up,
closer.
We'll go.
Doug's closer.
Yeah, we'll go see Doug.
It's too humid
We'll
in
hit the Hearst
Mississippi.
Castle,
Rainy in
and then we'll
Washington.
go see Doug.
Yeah. Okay.
My dad's on the way, so we'll stop and visit Pops, and then we'll go see
Perfect.
Doug. Yeah.
Will he let us crash on his couch?
So he is the reason that I'm always in trouble with HR, just as an FYI ahead of time.
So he was
I know
somebody
you
I'm
can-
getting to get along with.
Yeah, you can handle him. I know that you can. There's not a lot of people, but you can. So, and then we'll go visit Doug, and we'll hang out. Rainy.
Nobody
Come
ever
meet us in Arizona.
wants to come see me. No, it's fine.
Oh, stop.
It's fine. Tillamook. I thought Tillamook was in Canada.
Oh
Because
no, Tillamook
you
is
went there
just
and
down
went
in
to
Oregon.
Birmingham. Okay.
Apparently.
I have never said, you know where I want to go on vacation?
Tillamook. Let's fucking go to
Birmingham.
Tillamook.
Do you get free cheese samples?
Birmingham, yeah.
If we get free cheese samples, I could be talked into it.
Be right back.
They also sell really good ice cream there. It's so good. I bet
Okay.
she went to get ice cream, huh?
Probably, yeah. We probably inspired her. She's going to come back with.
Yep.
Actually, no, she won't. She'll come back with a drink, and then there's going to be food brought to you. Oh, I like it.
Thank you. It's the
So-
shop that I go to.
Pussy Street?
Easy Street.
Oh, it's that weird cursive. Man, nobody can read that shit. Nobody uses that anymore. So can you ride up Mount Olympus?
I don't know. Probably if you've got enough torque.
I just wonder if that's one of the
Where's
places
Mount
that they...
Olympus at?
It's not far from the Washington border in... Well, hang on a second. Oh, so it's like right north of Bremerton. Okay, I just answered my own question.
Mount Olympus?
Yep, it's right next to...
You mean the Olympics?
No, there's an actually a mountain in northwest Washington called Mount Olympus, and there were pictures of people riding on it here, but it's covered in snow. So maybe it's one of those things that you have to charter a ride up it, because it doesn't look like there's very many roads on it.
Well, it is. Oh, okay, here we are. It is right in the middle of a national park. So, yeah, no, you can't ride a motorcycle up it. I'm sorry.
Well, it wouldn't go up the side. No, there shows people riding on it, but on the map thing where you look it up, it says not open. Road's not open.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe
It's
it's
also
just
a lot more fun to get a bike and do the loop all around the peninsula in Washington. Takes you probably 8 hours. Yeah. You can stop off at Nia Bay at the very, very tippy top of Washington State. And it's just at the edge of a couple of different, correct me if I'm wrong, Mild Bill. Yeah, the Olympics, Bill. It's right at the end of a couple of Indian reservations. Back in the day, it used to be pretty sketchy to ride through and drive through because, man, they did not play about speeding out there. Yeah, I know. I even tried to behave out there. Hey, Quick Shoe.
so there's one place that she won't
I need to see
speed.
this.
Good to know.
I didn't say I won't speed there. I said I try to be careful.
Okay,
have our
I
limits.
stand corrected. Quick Shoe, welcome in.
For the record, I only speed on a closed course. Okay.
Of course.
I only speed on asphalt, and I try not to.
I only ride in a totally
But you're-
safe and acceptable fashion.
Reasonable and prudent.
Hmm.
That's what I call it.
Yep. I can get a note from a doctor if required.
Yeah. The light winds affect my skin in a negative way. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's important to be safe.
It's important to make sure that
Safe fish.
my skin stays all aerated.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I did have a friend who got pulled over on a hand-built motorcycle, and he was doing about 60 and a 45, and the cop pulled him over and is like, "Did you realize the speed limit was 45?" He goes, "This bike won't go that slow in first gear." He's like, "We'll slow it down anyway." So yeah, Jerry lives in Georgia. Say that 5 times real fast. Jerry lives in Georgia, And
By Valdosta.
I won't say the name again. No, he didn't live in Valdosta. He lives in
Daladanga.
Doladingo.
Daladanga. Yeah.
Daladanga.
It's right by a Harley Davidson
I
challenge.
keep saying Dalanega, and every time I say Dalanega, then I can't remember the new real name, so it's Dalanega now. Anyway, a bunch of famous people live up there. He rubs that in our face all the time. But yeah, it's on not Tail of the Dragon, but Back of the Dragon. So it's obviously good riding
There are
up there.
so many dragon named things up there. There's like the spine of the dragon. There's the nose of the dragon. There's a tail.
The belly of the
Yeah.
dragon, the balls of the dragon, the dick of the
Yeah.
dragon. It gets around.
Yep.
The jaws of the dragon. Yeah. I don't want to be
I
in
like
the.
all that dragon shit if they paved them a little bit better, but no, they don't.
Well, if they wouldn't build mountains on the side of the road, you wouldn't be dragging anything. Anyway,
And what do we have in Arizona? Devil's Highway. They get dragons. We get Satan. So
You get the superstitious freeway or the superstition freeway, and the
Superstition.
one that's implied or
Superstition
made up.
Mountains,
I don't
yeah.
know, whatever it is. Like,
Superstition
yeah.
freeway.
Yeah.
yeah,
Jerry says
Yeah.
Dalonga.
implied and made up.
Everything's spooky and evil, and everything will kill you here. Everything.
That is true. I know. I was
Fireballs,
going up with this one
dangerous.
road in Golden Valley, and I'm like, it would be really bad to run out of
Things-
anything right here
things
now
bites.
because middle of
Things
nowhere.
bites the weather.
Yep. Yeah.
Dalonega. So that's the official spelling. Dalonega. Lonega.
Oh, yeah.
I still like Dalonga better.
I'm just gonna say it's where Jerry lives.
So we're gonna go where Jerry lives. On the claw of the dragon.
Jerry's dragon toenail.
Neil, welcome in.
Wow.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Obscure.
Neil.
Neil has just stepped into the room.
I will say, other than, and I've said this
Neil,
before,
we're sorry.
but other than where I live here,
I know, right?
Florida Valleys and going to Ohio is
We've
probably my
totally
favorite
lost
part to
control
ride.
here.
We never lose control. At one
Yeah,
time,
sure.
well, at one time I was going to use that hand raise feature where when you have to raise your hand to talk, and it seemed like a little ridiculous because nobody was looking at it anyway. Because you're never looking at this screen; you're always looking at the comments, so nobody saw the hand anyway. So that kind of went to shit. And God forbid, so we're gonna have a moderator, and then everybody's a fucking moderator. So now who's gonna control the flow of conversations?
I've solved that problem. I just approve everything.
The taint of the dragon.
We are not to be taken in moderation, okay?
Not
I
at
know,
all.
right?
We're either all in or not.
Ghost,
Ain't nothing
welcome in.
Moderate here. Oh, hey.
Oh, it shows
Ghost is in.
on the YouTube. It says raises his hand, lowers his hand.
That's awesome.
That's freaking awesome.
Is that the only thing?
What
that can
other
erase
what
that
other
finger?
hand symbols do they offer?
Middle
I
finger.
was gonna say, where's the finger at?
Oh, okay. So hang on. There's this one.
There's this one.
There's that one.
This
Oh.
one.
Does it show?
Oh wait.
And then the slap. It's supposed to be applause, but it looks like a slap.
It never showed up.
Did it not?
No. Huh. Oh, it's way over on the side.
Well, like I said, that's the only part about riding here that's a little bit different. Is everything will kill you, so be
Yep.
careful where you go.
The other riders,
Stay
the
hydrated.
other people on the road. Yeah.
Stay hydrated. Yeah, we get a lot of people from out of state to come through. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's. I'm not saying that people from out of state can't drive. What I'm saying is, just like anything else, when they're driving through and they're not familiar with the area and they're not, there's a lot of wild exits and entries on.
They do come quickly, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Usually.
but we do get a lot of that here. So
Yep.
it happens.
Yeah. I think the worst place probably to ride, well, not, worst, but the most erratic road that I've noticed was Texas
San Antonio.
because we've talked about this before. Texas, I mean, their version of an on and off ramp is a ditch. It really
Yep.
is. It's a ditch. There's like, okay, join the freeway here. I'm like, I'm not going in that ditch. I'm on a motorcycle. So the guy in front of me goes through the ditch. I'm like, well, fuck, I guess I am. Wham! Yeah,
If you want to get
just held a
there,
little bit, but made it through.
And horrible roads. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Horrible
yeah.
For
Horrible.
interstates and
Yeah.
freeways.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And then, like when you get off the freeway, and if they want you to go that way and that way, it's like go left and then take a hard left. Like, I don't know if you understand freeway speeds, Texas highway system, but a hard left is not really conducive with my usual traveling plan.
And
Just
by the
saying.
way, Joe the Mountain Jedi was just talking about suspension on his channel.
I know. My suspension on my Dyna is spot on. I love it. I had the guys put Racing Brothers on the back of it. And so David also said that what you do on one end, you have to do on the other. So, they work all happy together. And so we did. We put some special sliders and stuff in the front end. And I don't know exactly what the details are, but it steers great. There's none of that whole Dyna business anymore.
Nice.
Great bike. Yeah. Yep.
Now, again, where did you have that done at?
I had that done at Easy Street Custom Cycles.
Easy Street Custom Cycles in Washington.
Yes. Phone ahead for an appointment.
I'll put that
Oh
on
my
my
God.
to-go list.
Hey, reputation is everything. Gotta help it.
It
gotta help
is,
it
and they
out.
have a very good reputation here. Now he's tough inside the door. Oh, the dog? Yes.
No.
What sucks is the assholes that stop at the end of the entrance ramp. That is very annoying. Yes. Oh. We have raccoons in my area, Journey of Jerry. Not a lot of possums here. But, the raccoons would probably go away, except for the fact that my neighbor in the back has like 30 chickens in his backyard. So,
Oh,
yeah.
free smorgasbord.
Yep. Oh, yeah. He informed me, though, it's not going to smell in the summertime because he puts chemicals down so it won't smell.
We have sand.
Yeah,
Well.
well,
A lot of sand crossing the
he
road.
then offered me some chicken eggs, and I was like, chemicals so it doesn't smell. I'm good, thank you. No,
Well, the
I don't need
chicken
any.
poop is not what smells. It's the chickens themselves. Chicken poop actually smells like cocoa. Ask me how I know.
I don't know.
No, shit smells like shit.
When they wet it, it's actually worse. So
Yeah.
right north of
Shit
us.
smells like
Oh
shit.
no! I grew up on a pig farm.
Yeah.
There's worse shit.
They call it shit because it smells like shit.
Cat shit.
It doesn't smell as bad as pig shit. I promise you. There's a so right north of us. If you go up 55 and you get into Missouri, there's a pig farm, and they're in these big long like tin buildings, and there's huge fans all down the edge of the building, and it blows through. And in the morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, they have a complete washdown system that literally flushes it like a toilet, flushes all of it from one end to the other. And there's a receiving pond on the other side, and it has an auger pump in it that blows it out onto a field. The reason they do this at 4 o'clock in the morning is because there's no traffic and this place is in the middle of nowhere. So me and the daughter are on our way up to Illinois. Just so happens we pass it about 4:20 in the morning, and they just started blowing the shit. And it was so bad. I mean, we're in the car, and I'm like, hold your breath. That didn't even help. I'm like, what we should probably do is roll our windows down and just move really fast. So just as I start to go roll the window down, they're blowing out the backside, and this thing is probably 300 feet from the road. but there's this brown mist crossing the road. And I'm like, don't roll your window down, whatever you do. It was bad. It was very bad.
Circulate the air.
I wanted to roll my window down, but then I knew it would be even worse, but I was going to throw up. So I really wanted to roll it down then. So as soon as we cleared it, we pulled off on the side of the road where the air was a little fresher and took a little breather. We actually pulled off the road and went through a car wash. Because, it was pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, Interstate 8 in Arizona is about like that. There's a couple spots there where there's feedlots and a dairy, and you kind of, oh man, this is terrible around here. And then I kind of think to myself, I like steaks,
Yeah.
and I like ice cream, so
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say this is just part of it. Okay, it's just part of the
Yeah.
deal. You got to go through a few minutes of steak to be able to have good ice cream. Okay.
And steak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then steaks.
I know when I was riding by Stockton, the stockyards, yeah. Which is why they call it Stockton apparently. But anyway, I was riding by and it was kind of sad, but I like steak too, so I didn't cry too hard. There's
Yeah.
cows, and it's like you can see that they're standing up on these big piles of cow shit, I'm imagining, because they pile it up until they scrape it away and take it off. Big piles of cow shit, and all the cows are just standing on top of the big piles of cow shit. It's just sad. Ugh. And a little bit gross and extremely smelly. Ugh.
I saw a meme the other day. It was like if you put the names of the cows on the meat packages, people wouldn't eat them. And the guy's like, no, I try to find one with my name on it like a Coke.
Don't look at me that way. I said good things about cattle.
Jeremy.
You're not vegetarian and shit.
No, I would not rather
Yeah,
smell a
she's sitting
skunk.
over here, family's cattle ranchers.
We had,
Ah,
down in Texas, we had the dogs would bring skunks up to the house all the time, and you literally had to just like shoo the dog away for a couple of weeks afterwards. And all that stuff you see on TV about putting tomato sauce on them and the special soaps and stuff does not work. Nothing works but them rolling around in the grass for a couple of weeks. They're gonna or you just get used to the skunk, one or the other. Yeah, it does not smell bad. Does not smell good at all.
If you're around it enough, you get nose blind. It's like walking into,
Yeah, that's true.
It's like walking into somebody different house. You walk in and you're like, wow, your house needs to burp.
So when I lived with my mom and my stepdad, they had pig farms, had a slaughterhouse, had the processing house and stuff, and we had pigs, and we'd wash down the pens. Never really bothered me. As soon as you leave, get away from it, you couldn't smell it. And so I go back to visit after probably 5 years of being gone, and it's like, oh my God, what's that smell? And my stepdad was like, what smell? Like, you don't smell that?
childhood.
Yeah, that was my childhood.
Yeah.
I did not realize that's how I went to work or went to school every day smelling like pig shit. Didn't realize it. Because
Yeah.
you go down to the pig pens, wash the pig pens off every morning, come straight back, jump on the bus. Of course, I lived out in the country. The entire freaking school smelled either like pig shit, cow shit, some kind of shit, because we're out in the country. So you never really smelled it.
My uncle had a mink farm over in Clay Ellum here, and that was some smelly stuff. Oh my God.
They smell like skunks.
Yeah,
If you ever had
and they
a,
are mean and they bite. Ask me how I know this.
No.
I believe you. On
Little children should not be allowed near things that bite, especially if you know that they have no ability to mind themselves.
well, that's how they learn.
Yeah.
You gotta
I learned.
you can tell a kid no 100 times, and they won't understand why until they bleed. And then
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh yeah, that's why." Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Says the
Talked
group
my
that
brother
rides-
into peeing on an
Hey,
electric
says
fence
the
one
group
time.
that rides motorcycles. Okay,
Yeah.
Well,
seriously, it's not.
I'm a hard learner.
We know we're gonna wreck. Okay.
but we take every safety
Yeah.
precaution to prevent it. It's like they had emu farms where I was, and so the guys that would go get the emu eggs would wear helmets, motorcycle helmets, football helmets, whatever, because they would try to peck you in the head. Well, after the emus stopped pecking, the guys are like, okay, they don't peck anymore. No, the emus were waiting for them to take the helmets off. They were buying their time. So, yeah, there was a lot of emus released into the woods around where I lived. Because people would decide after a few months, maybe emu eggs aren't really that valuable, and they'd let them go.
Yeah. They're huge though, aren't they?
They're vicious. They're very vicious, and they're kind of crazy. They're
I
not.
dated
Yeah.
a girl in high school that they had a bunch of emus on their ranch. Yep. You just gotta grab them by the neck.
Well, I grew up
And just hold them back.
on the other end of the little turnoff road where I lived. There was an experimental farm called the Masterson Farm, and they did experimental meats down there. And what they would do is it was a government farm, and they would take in things like zebras, ostriches, emus, antelope, things that they would try to raise for experimental meat, like the beefaloes and stuff. The beefalo actually caught on. They kept those. But I remember they had a zebra. They had 4 or 5 zebras, and they were trying to get them to breed and stuff. Well, one of them got out. So my neighbor actually worked on the farm as one of the ranch hands, and I saw him running down the road, and they're trying to catch this zebra. And when they got the zebra cornered, it backed up against the truck and kicked the passenger door. And the passenger door went all the way inside the truck.
Yeah. Zebras are like jackasses on cocaine. Okay?
Well, they went ahead and they shot the
They're
zebra.
energy and ready to kick the shit out of everything.
Yeah, they shot the zebra, and within about 2 or 3 days, they went ahead and just shot the rest of them too, because it's like they're just too wild. You cannot keep them in captivity. I don't know how zoos keep them, because they're absolutely wild.
Yeah, they're energetic.
They're angry. I saw a video. I may have told this story before, but I saw one where a little water buffalo had gotten loose, got away from the herd, and got in with the zebras. If you don't know this about zebras, they make no sounds. They don't whinny, they don't neigh, they don't harumph, they make no sound. And this water buffalo started bleeding for its mother. The buck of the herd backs up against this 200 or 300 pound water buffalo, kicks it, and kills it with one shot, one kick.
Aw.
Because zebras are quiet. That's how they stay, invisible to lions and shit. They don't make noise until they start moving. And this water buffalo came in there and he killed him quickly. It's insane to watch. Zebras are stupid strong, stupid angry, stupid mean.
Yeah, jackass on cocaine.
Jackass on cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crack zebra.
At least donkeys bite more than they
Crack zebras.
kick, but crack zebra.
I don't know what they're gonna do now that they're taking out the drug boats. Maybe they'll mellow out.
No, they're still on cat. It'll still.
Wow. I don't plan on riding where there's zebras.
There was a polka dotted zebra born recently. I feel like that's a lead into a joke.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm waiting. It's like the public service announcement with the hippo, and it says hippos are 4,000 pounds of murderous death. Hippos do not make good Christmas presents. Under no circumstance should you get anyone a hippopotamus for Christmas. It seemed like a real PSA until you get to the very last line.
I kind of want
Yep.
one.
Chasing ghosts. Yeah.
I've been to that.
That's funny.
I have been to that paper mill. It's called the New Page Paper Products Mill, and I actually went down there and replaced all the cranes in the wet side of the mill, and it absolutely was
Ew.
disgusting. It smelled like rotten
Yeah.
mops. Not just regular mops, not just dirty mops, rotten mops.
I don't know, Mike. You've been around the world and smelled some pretty bad stuff.
The top
Paper
stinky.
mill's the worst.
No, I didn't say it was the worst. I said it was bad. The top stinky thing would be Hurghada, Egypt. Hurghada, Egypt smelled like a combination of wet sewage, dead animals, and pepper.
No. Pohang, Korea at the pier
Pepper.
where that sulfur plant is. No, that's just no.
If you have ever been around anybody that eats a lot of curry, they start smelling like spice. When you go to India, they smell spicy. So in Egypt, they eat a lot of curry.
Massage parlor.
hotels, some gas stations,
Dumpsters behind the 7-Eleven.
call it
Whatever.
what you want.
But yeah, Egypt. Egypt was the worst. Dead fish, dead animals, sewage, and peppery people. 0 of 10. Do not recommend.
0 out of 10. I saw that short you did. That was pretty good.
You like that? I thought that short would be more popular than it was. It's funny. I'll spend 13 seconds making a video, not think about it at all, and just go, hey, to Now Lorraine Rider channel, we're going to talk about bullshit, and Gma's going to be mad and build books. And it'll get 2,000 hits. I'll spend time, make a script, think of something funny, get 5 people to help me make it, and it gets like 10 views.
I'm a big draw. What can I say?
You're a big something. Yeah.
You're important. Okay.
You're very important.
I'm a legend in my own mind.
You're genuine. I don't know. It's just the videos are the same. If I do a video where I just go straight through it, it takes about 30 minutes to edit. 5,000 views. If I've spend 3 days editing and try to get little extra clips in there and do special shit, 20 views.
I wonder if that's because of what day of the week it's released on.
No, I mean they all get released. Mine all get released on Monday, pretty much the same time. And I would expect it maybe to make some difference, like who I'm following or who I come after, or if I come first. But it's not like a few thousand difference. You would eventually think it would just make up for it. But or sometimes I've gotten 10 views all day long, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and all my Indian and Russian followers have added a couple thousand views. So you never know. I mean, there's this algorithm just, I don't know, man. There's no such thing as an algorithm. Sheer luck of the draw, seat of your pants every time. I believe that.
Oh, yeah, we've got like, about 15 more days before we have to do another raffle.
A raffle?
Yeah, I had a raffle on my channel.
I saw you had a raffle. Oh, I didn't know whose raffle you were talking about. You're doing another raffle?
Well, because the lady that won the book has not claimed it yet.
Oh.
So, yep.
Is that camper that Camper World has been giving away for 5 years straight now?
The what?
You haven't seen that?
Uh-uh.
It's either a camper or a truck every time. It's like, oh, here's this $50,000 camper that no one claims, so it's going back on the block. Spread this and tag 5 people, and then like the next month, nobody claimed it. We're putting it back on. Tag 10 people in a post and post it again.
Yeah, that's like the SNAP system is giving everybody $1,000 a month for groceries. Sure they are.
Speaking of raffle, wasn't somebody talking about a motorcycle earlier this week?
Oh, the Kawasaki? Yeah. I was saying I should give it away, and since some guy's like, you're giving it away, and somehow just a biker girl got pulled into this, and I'm like, I never said I was giving away a fucking motorcycle, but I'm thinking, maybe I should give it away, and then also the next thing you know, I'm giving it away, and people are messaging me, when are you going to give it away? And I'm like, you realize it runs, but doesn't is not street legal? Missing half the parts, and the tires have there's a myth of them being tires because they're round and made of rubber, but that's about it.
Hang on a second, guys. I got someone at my door, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Maybe I
it's
should.
Pizza. If it is, don't forget what I like on mine.
I was wondering what was going on with that.
What, the pizza?
No, the bike
sausage,
giveaway.
mushroom, and pineapple.
He goes, out of the blue, I'd made a video, and he goes, don't you give away motorcycles? And I'm like... And it was on a short.
Like, comment, and share. Maybe he'll get you some views.
Well, it was on a short, and I don't know how the hell he got the idea that I gave away motorcycles out of that. And next thing you know, everybody's like, "Oh, you give away the motorcycle? Oh, cool!" And I'm like,
"Oh, you're giving away a motorcycle?"
Yeah, apparently. Apparently, am.
I don't know.
Shit, why not?
It started swirling.
Why not? I've got an LLC. I'll put it up as a cost. Yeah.
Shoot, we should have started something. Heard you were giving away $1 million.
Yeah, I wish. To myself.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well.
Okay, so Big Dan, we were talking about smells a while ago. commercial plumber, and many farming
Yeah.
smells. Hands down, as a veterinarian assistant, we're talking bad smells, retained cow placenta, parvo dog liquids, and insurance autopsies. Ew. Yeah. And Lala Stromboli, I know you want a book. I'm working on it. I'm bringing one to Forgotten Angels with me. So we're going to do a raffle at Forgotten Angels to benefit the cause.
You know, my wife will be probably really happy if I gave that motorcycle away.
She could have another motorcycle in the garage. She could buy a trike.
Well, the other bikes in their garage are just in case somebody comes to visit.
I would
Right.
not put anybody that I
And doesn't
liked
bring their
on the
own.
Kawasaki. I at least need to put tires on
When
it.
you guys do come down, you don't have to ride, but you can.
Well, you know what?
There's
That
plenty of bikes here.
the Kawasaki would be
Yeah.
a great drift bike. It'd be a great stunning bike.
Don't tempt me. I already do that now. It would. Shoot. Those street bikes that style of bike is pretty good for stunting.
Speaking of whale autopsies, has anybody seen the video where the whale washed ashore in, I want to say it was in Oregon somewhere. No, it was in California. And these engineers got this great idea that they were going to pack the beach side of the whale with 500 pounds of TNT and try to blow it back out to the ocean. Have y'all seen that video?
Ah,
It blew it into
Oh.
thousands of chunks of whale about the size of your hand and blew them about a mile from the beach onto shore. Talk about a whale.
yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at.
What a bunch of
Oh,
bums.
I want to sleep as soundly as that tonight.
He's like, Mom, get that fucking thing out of my face.
She only came up because she thought I had food, and she's a little
Oh, yeah.
mad at me now.
She's a little late on the uptake on that, isn't she?
Yeah, all right, girl, go on. Well, I mean, you know what? They're a lot of fun, but they're not brilliant. I don't know. They say people pick out dogs that take after their owners. I have no idea what they're talking about.
I hear you. Man, we snooze a lot around here when we're not riding. Yeah, no, I went out for a ride today and it was fun.
Nice.
The sun shined here.
The sun was out here too. It was like 60 degrees.
Oh, well, I think it was like 55 here. It was fun though.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. So where else could we go ride that's warm? Let's see. Political unrest aside, I would like to go to somewhere in Africa. Just wander around for a while. As long as I had somebody to like portage my bike through all the sketchy shit.
You need a
I want to
handler.
go ride across the suspension bridges. I think that would be fun.
I think that'd be
Yeah.
scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm in for that.
I
part.
want no part of
It's-
that.
There's
It's
probably-
the whole riding along beside the river. I'm not down for
That
that
would
bit.
that would
Fuck
be
that
cool.
shit.
The river
No,
would be
no,
cool.
You can do that part. I'll do the over the bridge part. You
So
can do the river part.
who was
Thank
it?
you.
Just it was Itchy Boots. She was doing that one wherever she is, and it's somewhere in like one of the stands, and she's looking at the bridge, and she's like, "Well, this must be the crossing." And for a sprint, she like passes it a little bit and comes back, and then she can see the boards are hanging down. And she was like, "Oh, well, not taking that one." And luckily, she looked before she got halfway across, because there would have been no way to turn around. I mean, you're not gonna walk
Right.
it backwards. But
Yeah.
no, that would be absolutely insane.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there'd probably be some benefit to walking the bridge before you actually do that.
Well, if you're gonna have fun, I mean, even some of those that
Yeah.
were steel, when she's going across them, and you look down and it's like basically chicken wire. That's the grating on the bridge. It's like most of those are meant to walk on. They're I don't know. And I'm sure she does something like walk them and try to see what's on them before she does, but still, that's just
Oh yeah.
maybe too much of a
If
surprise.
she has a drone, she could put her drone up and look at them.
I don't have a drone.
It seems like a drone would be a blast. I
It
also
would.
want a 360 X though, X5. Stacy Wilt was doing a commercial on that, and I was like, okay, now I want one of those, but I still can't edit for shit. So
I still have an
why would
X2.
I bother?
I still have an
Yeah,
X2, and it's plenty for me. Even though the program itself just updated and now it does whatever the fuck it wants to, which was the first problem I had. Why I stopped using the 360 was because the program, as you tried to play it, would just point to whatever the fuck it wanted to point to, and then they fixed that. And then I'm on it the other day, and all of a sudden it starts pointing at shit and editing itself, and I couldn't get it back. So I'm like, fuck it, done playing.
I'll get home from a ride and I'll have my 7 just sitting there. I'll take it off the helmet, and it'll be sitting there, totally not attached to my phone or anything, but with the battery I thought popped out, but apparently not, because it turned itself on because it heard record on the TV. And yeah, so I have to go back periodically and just make sure that the batteries aren't in them.
Mhm.
And then I have to delete a whole bunch of shit that it just records all on its own.
Stop riding by the dairies and the pig farm.
Yeah.
Apparently. Yep. Yeah.
Sheesh.
I did take that off of mine for that. It would just turn itself on. I'd go to use it, and it was dead.
Yeah.
And you don't have to say GoPro. You can pick up any noise that thinks you're saying GoPro, the wind, and it will turn itself on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the one on the handlebars, you can actually see if it's on. The one on my helmet, the only way I can tell is if I lift my visor and hit it, and I can hear the 3 beeps or 5
Yeah.
beeps. When you're driving, it turns itself on. You can't hear it beep if your shield is down. So I'd go to turn it on. I'm actually turning it off, and I go to edit the video later, and it's like have all this empty footage, and then something cool starts happening. Oh, here's where I was recording, and the camera goes off. It's like, no. Now I have it just high enough where I can see the red lights on it, where if the red light comes on, I can see it. But still, sometimes it just takes me by surprise because I don't notice. Or I've got my the tinted visor down, and I can't see it come on.
I got massive respect for you guys that can do those. Just record everything and edit and everything else. I tried it. It's a pain. It takes up all my time. I suck at it.
It gets easier once you build that routine or the technique, I guess. It gets easier. The first videos, it would take me 3 or 4 days, 3 or 4 hours a day to edit something. Now I can put it together in a couple of hours, and you just have to learn. I mean, you got to dedicate the time to it, though.
In a couple of
That's
hours.
true.
I don't know. I've
Yeah.
had people that have asked me, like when I'm working on motors and stuff, oh, yeah, why don't you record that? And then you can walk through it. And you know how long that takes? It takes me 3 times
Yeah.
as long to
Yep.
get this done.
It takes 4 times.
Yeah.
Do it, though. It'll get mad views.
That's what Joe says too.
You
Well,
have all the
Yeah.
Gina-
and-
Well, Gina was over, and I was telling her, I said, we're going to do the chain. I said, but it's going to take longer because we're going to record it. And so I just set up 2 cameras, and instead of like stopping and starting, we just recorded everything and just moved the cameras around, and it didn't take as long. But it still took a lot longer because you're stopping, move the chain. Can the camera see it? Is the camera seeing it? Cool. It just takes a little longer. When I'm doing it by myself, it does take a shitload longer because I have to move the camera myself every time. It was cool having a handy woman helping me, so I do plan on
Next
getting
time
help
I
for the
do an
next one.
engine build, I'll probably record it, and it'll be like the last one I did, where I recorded it and it just never got edited and never got posted. It was just a pain. I was like, nah, But yeah, my friend was telling me, the one guy was telling me, I should do something like that because I'll talk about all the stuff that's not, in the book. That's the little tricks here and there with stuff. And
Even if you just set up a camera and record, go live, and then let it go.
oh wow, I would probably be shunned from the entire community with some of the comments that I would make. So
I do learn to keep the biggest thing is especially like angry drivers, and I have to edit that out of the videos sometimes because
What are you doing?
I'm much nicer on video than I am in person on the videos at least, Because I'll say something sometimes, and I go back later. I'm like, oh my god, I'm an asshole. Let me edit that out.
Yeah, videos are going to catch everything, and I'm not smart enough to edit any of that stuff out, so I'm pretty sure I would either end up shunned by the community or in prison or something. I don't know.
Not bleep,
Shun,
but
shun, Charlie.
bleep. Yeah.
I could just do like, just put music over the whole thing and not talk. Just watch. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, mad respect for you guys who can do that. I just have other things that I want to do. It's a choice, I have other things I want to do other than
Oh yeah.
So, and I'm sure I like Gma's plan. If anybody knows what she does, I like her plan in the future, but not right now. So let me retire first, and then I'll take advantage of that.
Yep. Works for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to ride South America, Patagonia and stuff until I realized that when they were riding through Patagonia, it was like 20 below.
Mm-hmm.
And they have trucks. If it gets too cold, they can stop and get in the trucks and warm up. Which obviously I wouldn't have a truck with me.
See, and that's
Or a full camera crew.
the traveling that I have done is, I've been to 33% of the world's countries. Okay, so when I hear people, sorry, Gma, I'm gonna call you out on this one. Oh, let's go to Africa. Every time I've ever been to Africa, a lot of bad things happen to other people around me, and
Yeah.
it was mostly my fault that they happened. So I don't want to go. I don't want to go back.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
You know what I had to
No.
do there, and I'll probably have some flashbacks. So I don't
It's
need that.
it's just not. I mean,
I
there-
also did put the disclaimer on there that, political unrest and all that other stuff
That's
aside,
kind of why I was there.
talking about just strictly riding, that's where I'd like to go. But if I'm really just to have to consider everything and talk about going where I'd want to ride, it would be Europe, south of France, some of those, down towards Italy, down the boot, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, it would have to be
Yeah.
multiple countries in Europe because
Well, yeah.
they're so small.
I know, right?
well, I want to do
It's
though.
like
I was-
people talk about Britain. You can ride from one end of Britain to the other in an hour and a half.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep.
I want to do the Scandinavian countries. And basically, I'm just kind of doing some scouting missions for for America to take over. This joke.
yeah, the state of Greenland.
Wow.
Is that what you're talking about?
The new state of Greenland.
Great, thanks.
No, I
they're recording this, and we're all going to be associated with
I'm
the
looking
master
forward
plan.
to the.
now.
Well, that's fine. I'm fine. Drag you all in it. Let's go for a ride. Now, I want to ride through.
The state. I'm going.
I want to ride through Germany. I want to ride Switzerland, Sweden, Norway. Not Finland, not Denmark. I got jokes about Denmark and the Denmark Navy. I'll tell them offline. Actually, they're not even jokes; they're real stories. But yeah, I do want to see the cool stuff. So the last time that the Long Way Around guys they went through Europe and went through the Scandinavian countries. It just looked a little bit cool, and so somewhere else I'd want to go because I've been there. Oh crap! Oh my god! I've been there in the Navy with the Navy, but I want to actually get off and go somewhere where I want to go, not just where they want me to go.
Makes sense.
I don't know.
Jerry obviously will be at the camp. I think Jerry said he wouldn't make it to the next camp out for some reason.
Only a few places in the entire planet Earth that I would ever pay to go back to. Australia.
No,
Sydney,
Jerry's going to be at the next camp out.
Darling Harbor and City. That's awesome. I would pay to go there. Believe it or not, I like Poland. Poland is awesome. It's really inexpensive, and everybody there is great.
Last time I was in Poland, I went to Gdynia, Gdansk, and there was a Kremlin torture studio that now you can actually go on display to see, where they used to torture people when the communism was still in full swing, and they had a KGB safe house where they would torture people, and they had everything on display, all the tools and the rack. They had a real rack. They had a spy museum where they showed like the umbrella that you shot plutonium pellets into people to assassinate them. They had guns made out of shoes where you kick people and it would shoot. They had hats that had little guns in them. It was crazy. The things they could put a gun into, things you'd never even think about.
But you know what? Like you said though, all that, and it created a really awesome, well-behaved society there.
Yeah.
Maybe we should bring that here.
Well, you know, Poland is one of the coolest places to live now because they have no immigration problems. Probably
Yeah.
because they have torture chambers
Yeah, because
under the streets.
and they still do. Yeah, but no, it's it's everything's really inexpensive. Everything's clean. Everybody's nice. That's one of the places I would pay to go back to. I would actually pay to go there instead of being sent there. So yeah, Poland's one of them, and it's a lot of people look at me weird, like you go to Poland. Yeah,
Oh, Poland was
it's
awesome.
good. Poland's awesome.
It was very clean. We got on a train.
Is anybody else hearing static in the background?
Yeah, it sounds like it's a rain or a ceiling fan or something.
All I hear is tinnitus.
It is coming from Biker Girl's side because her little thing is lit up. Is it raining there?
Oh, my dog is snoring. I'm sorry. No, my dog is snoring.
Well, tell him to
Bella,
put
it's
on his
you.
CPAP.
It's you, baby girl. She's not even
Tell her to put
sleeping.
on her
She can't
CPAP.
help it.
Aw, I know. Brachycephalic dogs do that.
It's an exciting conversation about Poland we've been having.
Put the dog to sleep.
She's
Well,
sorry
would I
about
want to
that.
go ride there? No, I wouldn't. I can do the same type of riding here in the U.S. So,
Yep.
and you know, we got to figure people from everywhere, all over the world, come here to go ride. Why don't
I wonder
we
why.
enjoy it too? There's a whole bunch of places that I have not been to in the States, and I will be going everywhere. So
Only places I still want to go is the Caribbean. That was the only places that were nice, and not all of them.
stick your head in here and say hi. This is the future millionaire in the family.
Hey.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Stick your head in there further.
he's already walking.
Ah, kids.
This guy graduated from high school a year early.
There he is.
He's the one that
Hi.
graduated high school a year early, and he got a job as an electrician. He's still 17.
Well, all
Oh
right.
my
Wow.
God.
That's
So, yeah.
impressive, dude.
Yeah, future millionaire right there.
Yep.
So he's about to take off.
Jerry says he is taking the RV, so yes, he is going.
Yes, he is.
So yeah, Jeremy, they, you know how you say that. So we went during the reinvasion of Normandy. We actually went to Wilhelmshaven, Germany. Poland had one ship there. Russia had a ship there. We had two ships there. Britain had a ship there, and Denmark had a ship there. And we actually had to escort the Russian ship back to St. Petersburg. We actually got to add a port to that visit. So first time, only time ever in the Black Sea. So that was pretty cool. So like I said, I got to go to Russia, which would also be a great place to ride to. I would rather go to Russia than I would Africa, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
The Russians loved us. It was great.
Yeah, had a great time when I officially was not there.
Yeah.
You know, when they open up the vodka bottle and they throw the cap, and you're just like, okay, it's on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, never try to outdrink a Russian.
No.
The biggest, the hardest people to drink against, and literally we were going around South America out drinking everybody until we got to Chile. When we got to Chile, went drinking with the Chilean Navy. And as you go around South America, the beer gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And once you get to Chile, they have wine. And wine is not a good, it might as well be brandy. Because it was some strong stuff. And they don't chill it. They put it in barrels of water to keep it cool enough to drink. And they have this game called the Shupa song. And as they're singing the song, they pass it around kind of like musical chairs. And when they get to the last word of the song, whoever has it has to drink. And they have to drink while they sing another verse to the song. And you drink until that verse is over. And maybe because we were so drunk, but it seemed like they kept singing it slower and slower and slower, where you'd have to drink longer. Mm-hmm. And the party was a last minute thing, so we went on the beach and we had to go back to the ship because there were whales in the harbor and we had to leave because the whales were coming up into the harbor. And I was still drunk. So I went up to Lee Helm to drive the ship, and the Lee Helm, the helm safety is like, "Are you drunk?" It's like, "Pretty sure I am." The conning officer was like, "I'm not letting you on the helm." I'm like, "He's the only one qualified to drive the helm," and they're like, "All right, you're going to sit back and your UI watch is going to do the driving, and you're just going to sit there and tell him what to do." Okay. So I can say that time it probably as close to getting my Tais as I ever got. So there you go. I actually did get to drive a ship drunk.
Wow.
You know the cool thing is no DUIs at sea.
You know, if
That would be cool.
If Canada ever warmed up, I'd like to ride through Canada.
Yeah, good luck on that shit.
When we annex Canada, I want to ride through it. I want to go to Alberta.
The state of Alberta, eventually. Yeah. When they do that, I'll go up there. I don't have to use a passport. So, for sure.
Lala, once you get really drunk, you don't know how to fake anything. You just drink. There's no faking
I'll be
it.
back in a few, you guys.
Fine. Oh, I see Pup's awake now.
She's been awake the whole time.
Oh.
She just snored.
Serenity Kennedy says vodka goes back if you don't drink it quick. All right.
Yeah. I sent one back. I said, yeah, we can't have that day old vodka around, you know. It's just different. It's like donuts, you know. It's just not
Yeah.
as good day.
No, you gotta finish it while it's fresh.
I feel the same way about the beer that's in the fridge. You know,
Mm,
you can't have day old beer in the fridge. But,
no. I mean, that's why they only come 6 to a pack, or a dozen.
hey, were you guys seriously talking about coming down here? We'll have a room ready, and I'll make sure the water's been changed out on this on the hot tub. You know, you guys be good.
Yay!
Yeah, I've learned to just drain the hot tub every 30 days. It doesn't matter whether we've been in it or not. Just drain it out and flush it. Nobody wants to get in old tub water, okay?
Not that naked people have been in. No, that's no.
Yeah, you don't want to. Hot tub's been in there, and there's some people that never change out that water. And it's like, I'm not getting in your freaking hot tub, you nasty.
A bunch of sea monkeys swimming around in it. No, fuck that.
Yeah, at least we're polite. People come to visit, we're like, yeah, we're going to change out this water. Why? Because we haven't even been in it. We don't care. We're changing it out. It's cheap. Water is so cheap. If you look at your water bill, the actual water use is less than all the crap that you have to pay for to get it. So, yeah, no. We do the same thing with our pool, too. About every 6 months, we change out the water in the pool. Just because. So, it just makes everything better.
Cool.
Makes life better.
It's a lot of extra work. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it makes life better.
I do want to go to British Columbia, and it's just for Red Rider because I told her I would.
I would go see Angel, but that would be the only reason I would go there.
Yeah, there's nothing else. And, well, I'll tell you this. So I went to Montreal on a business trip, and the people were very nice. Almost got a tattoo there, and they decided last minute not to because shit was weird. Anyway, the food was great. The sandwiches were great. The beer was great. But like most places, I mean, the touristy parts are fantastic. And I just want to know what the real parts of Canada are like, not just the touristy parts. Canada was very clean. I remember coming into it, I was like, there's not, you can't even see a trash can anywhere. I was like, what are they doing with the trash? The hotel I was in, instead of it was like 3 stories above ground and 4 stories below ground. So the hotel actually went down into the ground. And the pool was on the very bottom floor, like 3 stories down. So the whole pool room was like hot. I mean, it was like a sauna. The whole damn room was. It was awesome. I loved it. And, plus it was like 10 degrees outside, which made it great. Which is probably why they put the pool under the hotel.
Yeah, I don't want humidity.
I would.
I live here.
Well, I grew up in Texas. I'd rather have humidity than cold. I got to work in the old arena, the Olympic ice arena that they used for whatever year that the Olympics were in Montreal. So they turned it into a recreation center, and it was pretty cool.
We have those here too.
Well, this was I
You
never.
guys are talking about we have that here. I'm like, why would I leave?
No, they had this. When I say rec center, it had 4 hockey rings, it had a speed skating ring, and then it had the figure skate. It had 2 figure skating rings. So it was like being at, when you go to the Little League park and there's like everywhere you turn there's a baseball field, except this was ice rinks.
Yeah,
And I had just learned to ice skate, so I thought it was cool.
one of the guys that I work with is a hockey player. Like literally, we have that here.
Chicago, we had a lot of ice. So in Chicago, they would spray down Central Park, where the park was, and fill it full of water and let it freeze. And that's where the ice rink was. And in the spring, when it thawed, that was where the theater was. They'd have plays out in the park. But in the winter, that was the ice rink. Chicago was weird.
But we don't have frozen lakes here.
Well, there you
That'd
go.
be the one thing. That'd be the one thing. No.
GMA is planning a joint. Oh, joint ride. Okay. Well, she's in Washington. I mean, come on. No, I just couldn't be anywhere. I couldn't live anywhere where it's cold again. It just sucks. I hate the cold.
Yeah, that got reiterated to me this week when I was up at the top of Pinell Peak in the snow and ice, and how much I absolutely. I guess hate is not a strong enough word when it comes to snow. I just completely despise the snow. Don't like it. Although I did build a snowman because work is hard.
I've never liked the snow. I never want to be in the snow, and they keep throwing me in it. And I keep saying, "Oh, I got a call yesterday for a job. It sounded really good." And they're like, "Where is it?" And they're like, "Columbus, Ohio." And I was like, "Eat a bag of dicks." Big no.
Well, I did have to build a snowman because of the Journey of Jerry thing earlier. Or was it this year or last year? I don't know if it's going to even show up. I'm going to have to do this and then back it off.
Oh my God.
That's commitment.
It's got the hat, so that's what matters. So,
That's commitment.
Sure. Yeah, work is hard. Got paid to do it. So the problem with it was this was the road going up the mountain. That would be the ambulance slid off the road.
Oh my God.
And that would be the SUV on that side right there. That went off the road.
No good. No bueno.
So yeah, so I hate the snow. This would be the tree that was across the road I was talking about. That big old aspen right there.
Oh my
So,
God.
Yeah. I don't want anything to do with ice and snow anymore.
I had one wreck living in Chicago in the snow because we had an
It
ice
was
storm.
pretty good. So I don't know if I can get it. There it is. The view was pretty good. So and there's my work truck. So fun times. But no. No more snow. And then, from the face that I'm making right there, I'm not happy with the snow.
Can't tell.
No more snow.
Worst snow I've ever been in was when I flew into Rhode Island. And it was landing, there's nothing but white. Got into the port, there's nothing but white. Drove all the way to the base, nothing but white. And it looked like you're driving through a canyon and there's snow on both sides. We got to the barracks and there's again, a little canyon all the way to the barracks. We had to go out every morning to shovel snow. And when we started the winter training, we actually went and bivouacked out in the snow. That was actually the easy part because we didn't have to shovel snow every day. Once we got our little igloos built, we just lived in the igloos and we'd go out and look for food and eat roots and dig for shit. And it was pretty fun. And then we had to go back because there were 2 more weeks back out in the barracks, and that actually sucked. I wanted to go back to my igloo because it was nice and warm. Because the barracks had those freaking windows, and the windows were cold. It always drafty. The only people that miss snow, Lala says she misses snow. The only people that miss snow are the people that don't have to go out and work in it.
I'm gonna go to
Okay.
and then probably straight to Troy's after.
Okay. Have a good workout.
Yep, just what Gma
you
said.
too.
Snow's fun if you don't have to ride it. As a motorcyclist, I would hate. If I had a 4-wheel drive and lived somewhere and all I had to do was drive around, I'd probably like it. But not being able to ride the motorcycle would suck because the first thing I do every morning is check the weather forecast. Is it going to suck today? How's the ride to work going to be? What do I got to wear? Which was weird because the internet went out yesterday because they're putting in different internet cables and they drilled through the old cables and they blew up. So we were without internet for about a day and a half. So I couldn't tell what the weather was going to be this morning. So I'm like, don't want to risk it. Luckily I didn't because when I got up, it was 26 degrees and it rained on the way to work. So
I was
Fuck-
saying in the chat, all those
fuck the
vehicles
cold.
were abandoned, and I realized there I was on this 12-mile long up in the mountains, snow and ice covered road with a bunch of vehicles wrecked on the road in front of me, and I'm going, they all left these here for a reason.
Yeah.
Why the hell did I get sent up here? You know?
the cannibals. Anytime I see abandoned vehicles, I think the cannibals are out.
So yeah, it was different getting up into that and going. Even the emergency crews left the ambulance. Why am I here?
Have you ever seen the series called From?
No. No, what?
Check
What
it out
about
sometime.
that? Oh, geez.
Check it out.
Yeah, it was like the apocalypse happened. I was up there alone. I was probably the only human within about 15 miles of where I was.
The acropolis.
Yeah. Crazy. And then I still had to go up there again the rest of the week. Every day. So the best one was that tree coming back down and how I couldn't make it back down the mountain because the tree was blocking the road. So much fun. It puts the FU in fun.
Oh, it does too.
You guys in the comments put where you would rather be than be in the snow. Lala's, sorry, honey, you're probably the only one.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Love you, girl, but no.
Hey, I made the best of it. I did the snowman thanks to, Journey of Jerry's inspiration from earlier, the snowman. So, yeah, I did the snowman while I was waiting for somebody as nutty as I was for going up there to get there. So, and when the crews got there, they couldn't really do anything because of the snow and the ice. So, not really good at the towers aren't fun to climb when there's ice on.
Oh God.
So, yeah,
Nope.
so they decided that was going to be a bad idea.
So when I was up in Great Lakes, we got so I was in what was called the hot plant. We called it the ship in the bottle. And there's actually a engine room, a full set of engine rooms, main 1, main 2, the aux 1, aux 2, and the aft generator room inside the building. And so we had intakes up on the roof that would feed the gas turbine engines and feed the generators and stuff. And I'm there in the winter, and they say we get a hi-hat blow in, which means that something is clogging the intake for the engine. So we go up, and it can't get the door open to the roof. And they're like, hey, no problem. There's a ladder, and you can actually open a hatch on the roof. Of course, when we go to open the hatch, snow just pours in. The entire roof is covered. Look down. So we're literally in like on these shows you see where there's like a little building that sticks up above the roof. That's what I'm in. Can't get through the door, so we got to crawl through and bust the hatch open. And when I do, I'm expecting to look down and see, 8 feet below me, the roof. I bust it open, and the snow goes up another foot around me. And I'm like, well, I know it's blocking the intake.
We've got a facility like that's up around Lake Tahoe that it's a crazy road getting up to it. Sometimes that road's blocked because of the snow, and there's a government tunnel that actually goes to it. There you go, the myth, government tunnels. There's a tunnel that goes up to it, so you end up having to hike about 1.5 miles underground to get to the building. And then at the building, there's 2 doors. There's one in the roof for the snow, and there's one that's on the side that's usually blocked. It's crazy. Oh, and just, in case anybody's ever up there, it'll never happen. But anybody ever goes up there with a dump truck, if you raise the bed of the dump truck in front of the big microwave antenna, it cuts all of the telephone calls from like Sacramento to east in Nevada. So everybody loses their phone call. I don't know how that happened, but somebody might have been driving the truck that raised the bed up like that. So don't do that. I
Oh
got
my
I got
god.
called on that
Isn't that how they knock bridges down?
one. I don't know. I don't know things.
I've seen this before.
It must have been a fluke. It was a cyber attack. That was it. Oh my
Meteor
god, that was
shower.
what? That was like 15 years ago that I did that. That was before any of that stuff would even be considered a cyber attack. Yeah, yeah, good times. That's a site up by Lake Tahoe. It's got a great view of the lake too. It's on the north end of the lake. So when you look up on the hill and you see the antennas, that's the site I'm talking about. So good times. A
That
lot of
was
good
the
times up
best
there.
Betty White movie ever made.
Hey, you know
Lake Tahoe.
the snow gets so deep up there that we've had people that have gone out to try to get there that have gotten lost, and then they end up down the side of the mountain, and I've had to go pull them out. They're like, "Where is he at? He's not anywhere near the road he should have been on." Oh, he's way over there. He's like a mile that way. Oh, geez, Okay, follow the footprints. So, yep, fun times, but not fun times. I hate the snow. Hey, you know what? In case anybody's not sure, I hate the snow.
I would reiterate the same thing.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
we don't have as much snow here as we used to.
fortunately, I'm in Phoenix, so
Oh.
where it was 73 and sunny today. It was rough.
Not here.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was 50 something and sunny here today. I'll take it.
Let's see. Right now here, that can't
Yeah,
be right.
anywhere in the world that I'd ride, it would definitely be here. I'd be in Arizona.
Hey, it's warmed up to a full
Yeah.
43 degrees here.
No, baby.
Wow.
It'll be 32 again in the morning, and then next week, it'll get cold again. I thought it was supposed to warm up this week. That crashed. It'll be 20 Tuesday morning, 23 to Sunday morning. Well, fuck. Doug, where you at?
Yeah, 72 degrees.
Yep.
Jerry's in the chat talking about Idaho. Shoot, man, the last time I was in Idaho, they had that white stuff that I really hate. I had to do avalanche training there where we shoot mortars up on the hillside and turn the whole mountain into a golf ball to keep it from all falling down, which makes zero common sense, but every bit of scientific sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense in the way that it's a wave of 10 feet of snow coming down instead of a wave of 30 feet.
So part of my job, I get to shoot mortars.
Oh my god. Nice.
That would
They
be
let me
fun.
run explosives. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
The most snow I ever saw was in Eagle River, Wisconsin. And when we were driving up there, I saw people, and at the time I thought it was the stupidest thing. It looked like they had lawnmowers on their roofs. They were actually snow blowing on their roofs because if the snow gets too deep on the roof will cave in. And I'm like, what the hell country did I just wake up in?
Yeah, or it'll leak and cause damage. It's bad.
Sorry.
What?
What'd I do? I landed.
It's
and
you.
talking.
I know everybody got really quiet.
It's
Feels like a
53 in
space
Tampa. Lala, you're in Tampa, right? Or are you're on Orlando side? Oh, yeah, they're close to Tampa. 53 in Tampa right now? That's ridiculous.
Wow. I think it's almost getting that cold at night. There's going to be a few nights where it's going to go to freezing, but that only happens like 3 or 4 nights a year.
Yeah.
So,
It's going to be 70 in Tampa tomorrow, so it ain't going to be too bad for them. I can't feel too bad for them. Yeah, and the lowest it's going to be for the next whole week in Tampa is 39, and that's one day. The rest of the week it's going to be 60 in the morning. So, thanks anyway. So, Doug, to
sure.
make a cut. I'm on the way.
Okay. Yeah, we got a guest bedroom. We're good. The other one's taken by my dad. He moved in with us. What was it, October? So, but yeah, the other guest bedroom's good. We've got a whole living room up in the front that converts out. So yeah,
All
y'all
right.
are welcome.
Okay,
Y'all are
so
welcome anytime. So even driving through, we don't even care. We don't even care if we're not home. If we're not home, we'll let you. We'll give you access to the house. Come in, do your laundry, take a shower, get out of here. If we are home and you just want to stop, take a shower, sleep, get out of here, we don't care. Okay, we
Lala
know how it is.
says
Sometimes
they're
you
in
just want to
Melbourne.
stay.
It's hard for me to. So whenever I go to Florida and people say they're in Florida and the only place I ever see them is in Tampa, I just immediately think they live in Tampa.
Yeah.
Like for the longest time, I thought Keyfob was from Florida. Well, I guess he is now, but yeah, for the longest time, I thought Keyfob was in Florida.
Well,
Sterling, welcome in.
if you guys ever do come and stay, and you want to stay for a day or two or whatever, I'll take the time off. I will definitely take the time off because there is some really cool shit to see around here.
Well, I'm definitely coming when you're there. Yeah, I want to come when you're there, not when you're not.
Oregon Pipe State Park is awesome. Um, the ride up to Prescott is spectacular. You can come down through like Jerome and Sedona and see all the really cool mountains up there.
Yeah.
There's a pretty spectacular motorcycle museum over at Superstition Harley. Or not Superstition, it's Buddy Stubbs. Buddy Stubbs is.
Buddy Stubbs.
Yeah, he's got a dirt track racer. Um, really good guy. Kids are great. They're running the dealership now, and it is a museum that makes all the others not look like museums. It's spectacular. They got a jillion bikes and they all run. And they're rideable. Like they get ridden. It's super cool. There's a million different places to go. If you want to go on a relatively long ride for within the state, there's a 3 hour one way ride down to Yuma, see the Yuma what's it, the territorial prison, which is kind of neat to see. There's it's just pick a direction. There's always something cool. So, well, maybe with the exception of Safford. Sorry, babe. Safford's not really that exciting. Cattle ranches, yeah. But yeah, there's just lots of cool stuff to see. If it's warmer, go to Flagstaff. Go check that out.
Ow.
Ride around, which is just about 20 miles east of where I ran into Gma, and we did the short ride on the interstate there. Um, yeah, where I turned off after meeting up with her, where we turned off, we rode down through Prescott, and then I think we took the long way. Yeah, we rode the long way down through. I'm sorry, Congress. Yeah, we went down through Congress and through whatever that name of that town is with Yarnell. Yeah, with Yarnell before there, which is where all those hotshots had that tragedy about 10 years ago. But yeah, it's a pretty good ride. The whole state, there's always something to do, and it's always nice to ride, unless it's hailing. It's always nice to
Oh
ride.
yeah.
So
I got
so
I got a notice from a friend. There's some sort of a thing going on there at a place called the Saddle Sore Ranch. It's like a 4 day, they call it an old school biker
that's
rally thing.
yeah, that's in what is that place? Winter Haven? Is that what it's called over there, babe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
But yeah,
run out 95. Yeah, with the traffic circles.
No, Winter
Yeah,
Haven,
Winter Haven.
Florida.
There's and it's a ranch. It's actually a working ranch too.
yeah,
So but
Saddle
yeah,
Sore
that's a good
Ranch.
time.
Yeah, yep.
So that's actually coming down through Yarnell and Congress and everything. You would take a left on, I believe it's 95 or 93, one of the 90s. Anyway, it's right there on the highway. So pretty good place. I've actually been there once. So and they've got rooms to stay in there too. So yeah, they actually have like hotel rooms and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And then I think Arizona Bike Week's coming up here in a month or sometime pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's in April.
I
I
don't
was
know.
looking at that.
It's not really my thing because it's gotten a little commercialized, but it to each their own, you know. So it's a nice way to go see what all the cool people are doing.
Well,
You know,
I mean, I don't know. I can understand the fascination with people wanting to go to the rallies and stuff, but
nah.
it's kind of like in my world, it's I've been there, done that, and I okay, have fun.
I don't want
Yeah.
to fault amateur night, but that's pretty much what it turns into, and it's sad
Yeah, pretty
because
much.
what it's
Yeah,
kind of turned into is you get a bunch of there is
Thank
an
you, Sterling
element,
Will.
not all, but there's a small element of, oh, I can do this and I'm Superman, I can do everything, and then they end up all over the road and
oh
causing
yeah,
mess for everybody else and it's hassle for everybody else, and
yeah.
yeah, it's just not my thing. I mean, even when I was doing the Laughlin run all the time, and the one year I was told, probably not a good idea to go this year, so we went down to the Yuma prison run instead. And you know,
Yeah,
there was a reason for that at one of the casinos. So
yeah, I noticed that.
one of the guys in the club was like, "Yeah, we're not going there this year. We're gonna go down there." So you
Yeah,
know, that was kind of a known thing. It was gonna happen anyway. But
yeah.
we'll stop talking about that.
I like going
Yeah,
to
we
the
need to not talk about that anymore.
I like
But
going
yeah,
to not so much the biker meetups, but the charity rides and stuff, and at the dealerships and stuff. I don't do the rides anymore again for the same reason. It's you've got and 80% of the guys can ride. They're very good. They're skilled. They don't get stupid. It's just that extra 5 or 10% that get out there, and there's 10% that just want to get stupid and are they're going to get stupid even though they might be good riders. Then you got the other 10% that don't want to admit that they don't know how to ride and are trying to just muscle through it and act like they know what they're doing. And those two together, thanks Jerry. But yeah, those two together, the ones that can't ride, the ones that think they can ride better than they can, are the ones that cause all the accidents on these group rides. And that's why I
you're
pretty
gonna
much
have
ignore
that.
them.
You're gonna have that at every rally, every get together. There's gonna be that element, but there's a certain point for us personally. I know for me personally, there's a certain point when it gets just too popular and too expensive and too ridiculous. Everybody talks about, oh, I'm gonna go to Sturgis. Yeah, fuck that. I'll go before it. I might go after, but I'm not going during. It's
No,
just become too
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I'll take the small rides going somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, the small
So
rides
yeah,
to the airport to eat,
yeah,
going to breakfast and stuff. But those big rides, that you get to, even their last breakfast ride that I did while I was at Forgotten Angels was too big a group. And we started with like 10 people going. Next thing we know, we started lining up, and everybody's like, where are we going? We're going to breakfast? Next thing we know, we had 40 people lined up, and it was like, maybe we should break this up. So I tried to take off. It's like, I'll take half the people, and we'll just go, and everybody else can take off. Well, then once we took off, everybody followed. And then it became a clusterfuck. So,
one of the areas in Arizona I haven't ridden is the Four Corners area. I'd like to get up there and explore around a little bit. You
it's
know,
very
I,
pretty.
yeah, I've heard, haven't been.
Yeah.
So at least north of the Interstate 40, I haven't been up there. So I want to get up
Yeah,
around there.
I've
Maybe
got to
do some
make
riding
time
in
this
New
year.
Mexico too, and so stuff like that. I know, like on the east end, not on Devil's Highway, but it's that highway that's in New Mexico, just east of, I mean, barely east of the Arizona line. We drove that, and all we kept saying was, "God, we wish we were on a bike." You know,
yeah, that one is pretty cool.
haven't been on that one yet. I think you've been on more places in Arizona than I have.
Well,
So
I mean, I went down there with some friends one time, and so they stayed where we were at because they wanted to drink. And so I can drink at night and be perfectly happy with it. So I take off and ride in the day and drink at night. And I got to see a lot of pretty cool stuff.
yeah, yeah, that's that. When I
Yeah,
take off out of here with no destination, I just go find roads that I haven't been on yet. Or
exactly.
there's a
Yeah,
couple places that I go and I routinely go on, and I admit to that. But there's other things. It's like, oh yeah, I'll go down and ride Ajo Highway and come up through, maybe go down to Y, Y Arizona, Y. So there's a place called Y Arizona. So that's a pretty good ride. The road's not the best in the world. You're going to be hitting bumps every 15 feet, but you know, at least they're every 15 feet. It's not, you know, random. It's every 15 feet. The faster you go, the less they feel. So, but yeah, there's some pretty cool places around here right now, especially right now after this last rain that we've got. The flowers are starting to go in the desert, so it's pretty neat to see. Definitely
Yeah.
pretty neat to see. So,
Another super bloom.
yeah, it's happening now. Oh my gosh, east of here in uh, Miami and in Globe, they get these poppies that start growing on the side of the road, and it's just insane the amount of them. Just everything turns orange. It's crazy. They're the same thing down near what's the name of that town? Uh, Stanfield, Arizona. If you get on your Stanfield and you get away from the main highway down there, there's just fields of orange poppies that just erupt. It's crazy. Super cool to see.
Are the orange poppies better than the red ones?
I haven't seen the red ones yet. But we have some growing over here, so we'll see how those turn out. So
Is that a different kind of heroin than the red ones?
I don't know which ones they have for that.
The red ones.
That's
That's what
I'm not an expert on opiates when it comes to what they all come out of. I know where weed comes from. you know.
Which
But,
weed?
but yeah, no, we decided we wanted a little bit of flowery foliage. So in one of our planters, we planted a bunch of poppies that were native to the area.
Why are you biting me?
And
It's
yeah,
cat.
we got
It's
sweet
supposed
peppers
to.
going and asparagus and all kinds of
Damn.
crazy vegetables going. So good times.
Cool.
Yep, cherry tomatoes. So we got a bunch of those. She loves those in her salad, so we're growing those too. amongst, a, amongst a lot of different things.
Sterling says Gmod can borrow white lightning if Angel doesn't get it first. I think Gmod deserves it.
He doesn't call it first.
I rode that bike and it was so scary. It was fun, but I'm gonna admit it was sketchy as shit. But it was so fun to ride.
Why was it sketchy as shit?
It's hard. It's fast. It's twitchy. It doesn't take much throttle to get it screaming. Every time I try to slowly apply the throttle, it would just go and the whole bike would jerk sideways. It's an acquired taste. If you don't know, it's the one that he won off the Shade Tree raffle.
Cool.
A lot of fun. See, Josh is heavy enough to hold the thing down. I don't know how Sick Bastard's heavy enough to hold the thing down, but it's maybe Sick Bastard doesn't care. Maybe he likes that shit. It was a little jerky. Getting off
yeah,
the
he
BMW
does love that
and
kind
getting
of
onto
ride.
that one,
Yeah.
and every bump, it was hardtail. Every bump was you felt it. You felt all the way up to your freaking neck, but it was fun. Sometimes the dangerous, it's like a woman. Sometimes the more dangerous they are, the more fun they are. But you got to get away from them soon because they'll kill you. Yeah.
No. not a hardtail fan. That'd be a little soft.
That's why the back tire is so fat. I mean, if you see a good Rigid, it's got a huge back fat tire. And then when they put the little skinny low pros on those Rigids, it's like you're going to be pissing blood.
It doesn't sound comfortable.
No.
For the short ride I took, I was only off maybe 15 minutes on it. I took her around the big block. It was a lot of fun. So you either have to be really, really light, where the bike doesn't have so much gravity to push against you, or you got to be really heavy enough to hold it down. I'm like right in the middle. So maybe that's why it's a little too uncomfortable for me. Still fun to ride though.
Still fun to ride
Still fun to ride.
for a short while.
Like that one-eyed girl behind Burger
Till
King.
it's not.
Yeah.
Till it's not.
Till it's not. It's fun to ride till it's not.
All right, we've been going for 2 hours. Let's go ahead and call it. We got to come up with something for next week. I keep coming up with the themes. Biker Girl had a good one about cold weather clothing. I don't know if we've beat that in the ground yet or not, but give me some themes for next week. You guys in the
Biker
comments.
girl or just a biker girl?
I
Nice.
didn't have to
Let's
differentiate
talk about
before.
cold weather.
Our lovely blonde that's on right now.
Okay, there's a certain point with cold weather here.
Well, biker girl in California, even though she complains that she needs heated grips and heated gloves and shit in Los Angeles, she doesn't understand cold weather gear.
One of my friends was making fun of me for wearing a heated
I
jacket
was gonna say,
today.
like, I'm gonna understand it. Okay.
Yeah, how many bikes do you have with
Everyone
heated
has their own
seats,
priorities.
Doug?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Heated grips, heated seats. I have two bikes set up right now for that. Soon to be three. Why? Because I
Comfort's
don't have
important.
weather gear.
The BMW.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
own cool weather gear or cold weather gear. I don't
One
have.
of my one of my friends, um, I asked her if she wanted to go for a ride, and she's like, "Well, as soon as the weather warms up," or yada yada yada, and because she doesn't want to put a windshield on her motorcycle because it'll spoil the look of it. I'm like,
Who cares?
okay,
All right. Yeah,
enjoy,
wow.
enjoy staying at home being cold.
I've heard that from people. Oh, it's not cool. Windshields aren't cool till they start
Yeah.
riding places.
Yeah.
Yep.
Till you go through a swarm of bees. Yeah.
Hawaiian shirts are
Which
required.
happens here a lot. It happens here a lot.
Even the sand, even the
Yeah.
blown sand. The worst thing I've ever had to ride through was in Arkansas in the rice fields when the aphids were out. And if you've never drove through aphids, they're little bitty bugs. They're hard. They're about half the size of rice, of a grain of rice. And when they hit you, they penetrate everything you have on. The other hard. If you have mesh on, if you have like that cool mesh textile jacket, it embeds itself in all the little pores of it. And if you have a shield, or if you don't have a shield and don't have face protection, have a half helmet, you're going to regret life. It's going to look like you're going to look like a 16-year-old that's going through puberty. It will fuck your face up bad.
What are we talking about here?
Aphids.
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 Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Tiny
windshields.
irritating bugs.
Yeah, windshields are awesome. Full face
Oh, yeah.
shields are awesome.
Awesome. You know, even when it's really hot out, I still do not hate my full face helmet. I mean, you know, there's certain accommodations you have to make when it's hot out. Like you have to take your helmet off and get your do-rag wet, and then you're perfectly fine. Or I am anyway. But, you know, also I have all of my noise in there, and I don't have to put on sunscreen and all that shit. So, yeah. Full
I
face
just
helmet is
have
the
to
way
put it
go.
right on the edge of my nose.
That said, though, when I take a plane over in March to Forgotten Angels, I'm just going to take a clamshell fiberglass helmet and my cardo and clamp on handlebar mount for my camera.
Diana, when she flew down, wore her helmet on the plane.
Okay.
Flying commercial. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
While they were still doing the face mask thing, she just wore her helmet.
Yeah.
I would have turned and said, I've ridden with this pilot before.
Yeah. No, I hate abs. That's no. You know, commercial flights are like snow. Okay, I hate commercial flights. So if one of my neighbors wants to take me for a trip on the plane, hey, no problem, we'll go. Yeah, no, I'm not flying.
Yeah.
I'm not flying either. I'm too
I
broke
don't
for that
like
shit.
commercial flights.
I gotta drive.
Well, I found a flight for like 400 and some odd bucks, and then Jerry was kind enough to kick in for me, so I will be going.
I believe Jerry has a bike for you to ride when you're there too.
I know. And
The Grom.
a RV for me to crash in. No,
Oh no!
I know.
If G-Mike gets on that Grom, I need pictures.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, if I go, we might be roommates.
That's okay, dude.
Yeah, Jerry's a real. I don't. You know what? We got to get Jerry on here, man. Because
Diana Papillon Pillion Style says that she did not do that.
She said she did. Oh, did she lie to me?
Maybe you misremembered it.
I could have. I won't badger it on it.
Of all the really good guys in the world, Jerry. Jerry opened hand.
Jerry's an awesome
He's
dude.
definitely one of the good guys in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry, I am selling a house in Arkansas. Hit me up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were gonna send me the details, girlfriend.
Didn't I?
You
That's-
never did.
that's
that
too
I
north
found.
for me.
I'm a horrible person. I'm sorry.
You
I
are.
will
You're
send
lucky.
that
I
to you.
love you. Send it. Yeah,
Don't send that.
because my family and I are all talking about
Did you
making a
see
big
that? I had a
move.
little bit to drink. I can't get my fingers together.
Can't make things match up right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know what my cat is doing back here.
Being a cat.
Whatever he wants to, because he's a cat.
All right, let's go ahead and close it up. So give us some ideas for next week for thoughts. You can put it in the comments below. So for now, let's go ahead and close out. Biker Girl, final thoughts. Might be
Final
vodka.
thoughts.
Might be vodka. Might be tea.
Might be vodka. Might be tea. Might be vodka. You know what? Encourage other people to ride. Be a good ambassador on the road. Don't try not to flip people off too much, because you never know if there's a kid in the back seat and that
Amen to that.
makes them
Yep.
scared, or they know then that their parents did something horribly wrong and they're embarrassed forever and put that bad taste in their mouth. No, be a good ambassador on the road. Wave at kids, get them encouraged. Let's build up our community, because it just feels like
Yep.
it's shrinking.
It is.
It is. I also heard the other day that less people are drinking whiskey. They said Gen Z is afraid to drink whiskey, and whiskey sales are down. So I think we all should do our part. Save the whiskey. I'm going to get some bumper stickers and t-shirts made up. Save the whiskey.
Protesting doesn't pay as much as a real job. They can't afford the whiskey.
Yeah.
My t-shirt idea is drink more, care less.
I love it.
I like that.
Like it.
Yeah?
Oh, speaking of which,
Yeah,
so
some days I couldn't really care less, though.
Gina, the girl
Most days.
that's on here, Jeep Mama, she's an art teacher, and I'm going to get her class to design me a logo, and I'm going to pay the winner for the logo we pick. So what I'm thinking of is get the top 3 and put them up as a, what's the fancy thing when people vote on shit? A survey. And I'll let you guys pick the winner. I'm going to get the top 3, pick it, and whoever wins gets some money. And that's going to be my new logo on a t-shirt. I think it'd be cool. And it also kind of encourages these younger artists to do shit.
Yeah.
Moving on. Gma, final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I agree with what just the biker girl said. I think that it's our opportunity to make that impression on somebody else that's in that car next to you is that moment where you're sitting at a light and mom is looking at you and she's scared to death. The kids are looking at you going, hey, turn around, smile at them. They can't tell that I'm smiling at them because I have a full face helmet on, but I always try.
Give him a thumbs
try to
up.
wave. Yeah, give him a thumbs up. And I try to
Give 'em a
never
rap.
flip. I never, ever flip people off in traffic because no matter what, they're in a much bigger vehicle than I am.
Yeah.
And although I am pretty confident that I can outrun anybody, I really don't want to have anybody come running up at me in a large car. So, but next week, if we're going to talk about gear, let's talk about stuff that you wouldn't think would make a trip or a day different, but what really did it for you.
The right
Everybody's
underwear.
got that one thing. Everybody's got that one thing. It's like, shit, I thought I was screwed, but then this happened.
Gel underwear.
Okay? TMI, but okay, buddy. You don't have to wipe and you can cushion the hemorrhoids at the same time. Is that the deal?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right, Doug, you're up.
All right.
Oh, geez, how do I follow that?
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
Dude wipes.
Do cool shit. Kids like it.
Dude wipes.
Yep.
Do cool shit. Kids like it.
Yep.
And move to Arizona if you like to ride.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
It.
yeah.
I like that. What you guys both have said.
Credit card.
Kids like it. It's why we have stickers. It's not for the adults. I mean, yeah, I give it to the adults too, but yeah, whenever I see kids, I always give them stickers.
Kids love stickers.
Kids like
Yeah.
stickers.
And the adults
love
will
stickers.
eventually get curious and look up your channel.
Yeah, the adults
Yep.
will look and go, "What's this for?" I know, Instagram. Okay, you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What's it
Are you on Facebook?
like? Yeah. Are you on Facebook? No, I'm not.
I will never forget in Alabama, I pulled over at a gas station and this little kid goes, "Are you a YouTuber?" I said, "Yes, I am. You want a sticker?" He goes, "Yeah."
Nice.
Best day of my life. Other than kids and shit.
And then Mom said, "Don't talk to him."
No, mom's like, "So what do you do?" And I said, "I do motorcycle stuff." And she goes, "Okay, now I feel stupid." I'm like, standing beside the motorcycle.
That's it. We have the opportunity to do things that are inspiring. The next thing you know, your significant other 17-year-old kid is graduating high school a year early and starting his career as an electrician at 17. Stuff like that might happen.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Arkansas is another good place to ride, especially around Crowley Ridge. I don't recommend the tea kettle unless you're more experienced, but it's an awesome place to ride. Yeah, I've never given the finger. I probably haven't given the finger to somebody in probably 30 years, especially if you're close to them because it's easy to break. But I've given the thumbs down, but more often if somebody does something stupid when I'm on the bike, I'll wave or I'll just put my hands up and go because they know they're being stupid. They know they've done something dumb.
Yeah.
You don't need to remind them because if they know they did something dumb and you just, give them the what's up, they won't say anything most of the time. They'll just be really sorry. But then if you get angry, that gives them an excuse to get angry back. So,
Yeah.
Jesus. It's very dry, even though it's very dry. Ugh.
I usually don't have time to deal with that so quickly. So.
Well, the worst thing about driving to work is you're driving to work. Everybody works there too. So, and the last thing I would want was to get stupid with somebody on the way to work and find out that it's somebody I work with.
Yeah,
Now
if it
it's a
was
problem.
coworker, I would definitely flip them off. I would absolutely give them the finger. I'd probably throw
Yeah.
something at their car.
Oh, me and one of the guys I work
just
with,
flipped off
Wait
my
down when
boss.
They get in the parking lot.
me and one of the guys I work with, actually there's two of them. If we get next to each other at the red light, we start revving and we lean forward and we act like we're, about to just tear off the line. And it just fucks people up around us. They're like, "What the fuck? They're fixing a race." That's a lot of fun. All right, so go ahead. Up at the top there, that's where my t-shirt shop is. You guys really feel like helping me out. Click a t-shirt. There's coffee mugs there. There's coolers, water bottles, even a fanny pack if you feel like it, which I think fanny packs are awesome. So go ahead and click into that. But for now, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Yeah, hit that like button. It hasn't got enough likes tonight. That's not enough. Hit it some more. Beat the shit out of that button.
And if you're in the chat and you're not participating, say hi.
Say hi in the chat. Yeah.
Hey.
And if you're watching and you can't get into the chat because you're not a full member, put a comment down below. Say something. And remember to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. That's just a weird misnomer. You can subscribe for free. All subscribing does is make sure if I put out new content, it'll pop up in your stream. So thanks, everybody. I hope you've all had a good time. Let's find a cool song to go out on. I would say Porn Star number 6, but that's one of, fuck it. We'll do Porn Star number 6 again. So with that, hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. I'll be back Monday with a video, probably putting fog lights on my bike, and we'll be back Friday, all of us, to talk about shit to bring on a trip that has saved us. So until next time, I'll see you guys somewhere. Everybody say goodbye.